I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coach to coach representing. I mean, I say this is Writers representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things,
thyme, ginger, and garlic, the key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
William D. Memorial High School D Cup Alumni presents its third annual fundraising barbecue on Memorial Day, May 30th, 2022. Wear your favorite jersey to Wilsonwood Park in Mount Vernon, New York. Remember to take exit 12 off the Hutchinson River Parkway. Music by DJ Mad Max of Sound 1000. Proceeds to aid the William D. High School Da Costa Cup team. For more information, contact Keegan 304-607-4034. Our codfish at 954-639-2991. Proud of people, it's important. Remember, make sure say Ono did that.
All right, greetings and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. As usual, I am your host, Manins Man. I hope you had a wonderful day. And this is going to be a good show. It's going to be a little lengthy, as we will be doing a watch along for the Waterhouse game in the Caribbean Club Championship. The game with Cavaliers recently concluded. They played to a 3-3 tie. They were leading that game, got a red card, and they succumb to the pressure of their opponent. And what that means is that they have finished third in the group and will be heading back to Jamaica. But Waterhouse have basically qualified, and this game will determine whether they finish at the top of the table or not. I think I see Waterhouse winning this tournament and moving on to the CONCACAF Club Championship, which would be good for local football and for many of these players. Again, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, we want to warmly welcome you to I Am Sure Sports. This is where we share our thoughts on football. We respect the differences in opinion, but we keep it respectful, and we seek for opportunity to add value to the footballing discussion. We not only seek out problems, but we find solutions when we meet upon problems and be a part of the changes of the system and the modus operandi of the organization that governs football locally. Again, welcome. Of course, a lot of what we do is not sustained by what we earn from YouTube. We really don't earn. This is one of the channels that really don't earn from YouTube. We operate on persons who support the channel through sponsorship, and one of those persons or one of those companies are Launch Legacy. Launch Legacy is where they handle risk and seek legacy. So for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA, visit them at launchlegacy.com or call or text them at 647-9 890-782. Also want to say a big thank you to Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. Prestige Finance is located in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica, and they're offering loans of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars. It's 0 to 4% interest rate, no processing fee, and same day processing if you let them know that you heard about them from I Am Sure Sports. This evening, I have the educated coach, the one who has recently launched his own academy up there in Golden Spring, in the Stone Hill area. His name is Javon Parchment, but he runs a platform called Unseen Sports, and so he'll be here with me. We have a few other guests who will be coming on as we do the watch along. We're going to show you some clips from the U20 training, speak about that. We're going to talk about Liverpool's win today against Southampton that brings them to a point behind Manchester City, entering to the final games of the season. Right. We are also going to discuss the 20-man squad named by Coach Paul Hall, which will be heading over to Catalonia to play in Girona against the Catalonians. We're going to talk about that, and so please be a part of this. We'll also be opening the lines so you can call in and give your thoughts and your feedback. The number normally runs in the banner at the lower end of the on-screen display, so you can look there and you'll see the 876 number. Want to say big up to Owen and M10 Football Blessings, one of the, two of the good ones, faithful one. Whether they are commenting or not, they always watch the channel. For those of you who may be watching now, you don't necessarily comment, but you support the channel by giving some views. We appreciate that. For those who hit the like button and share the content, we also appreciate that. If you're a subscriber, we appreciate that, and we ask you to encourage someone else to subscribe. My birthday is actually in the month of August, and it would be nice to be at 5,000 subscribers by that time. We're not far away from that. It is possible, it is achievable, and I need your support. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Get someone else to subscribe to the platform, and we will get there. So welcome. And we are anticipating a great, meaningful, substantial discussion. I have some great stuff. We have a big interview coming up on Friday morning. We have a big one on Sunday, and we have a big one tomorrow. But I'm going to tell you about a big event that is happening. The Bring Back the Love football tournament will be held on Labor Day, and it will be at Draxall. And they will be honoring and remembering Danny Beckford, who is the president of the St. Ann Football Association. And there'll be a special award for Jody Brown as well, who is a product of St. Ann Football, and also an award for Mr. Peter Gould, who runs Mount Pleasant. We're going to hear from those people tomorrow on the platform at around 3 as they speak about that. But listen, there's going to be a big game, St. Ann Invitational versus Christian Ambassadors. You'll see Theodore Whitmore, you'll see the Hector Wright, and of course you'll see Manning's man on display in full colors. Not just talking about football, but I will be on the field. Even if it's 2 minutes, I'll be out there doing my thing. So you want to see how good I am? Please come, pay your money. Listen, I don't play football for free. If you want to watch me, you got to pay the entrance fee. You pay the entrance fee and you come to Draxall. You'll see me turn it and kick it like you've never seen before. It will be fantastic. You understand me? Come and see how good Theodore Whitmore is as a football player. See how good Hector Wright is, and all the other great ones, right? Owen, watch it, Owen. What you mean pay money to Owen, no matter come style of thing, unseen Owen a style of thing, one say bench. Remember talk about bench. Tell him say listen, Owen, now Owen, we not deal with bench, no bench around here. Hey, so big baller got Walter Boyd and all of them man there, so you don't know if Manny's man get a 10 minutes or a 5 minutes,
Manny's man. You want to give them the start lineup for the two teams and over there.
All right, go ahead. But let me just say, will that game be broadcast live? Well, I could actually do it, I could do a live of the game. But if you want, it's either you want to see me play. If you say you don't want to see Manning's man play, then we do the game live. But if you want to see Manning's man play, Then let me know. You understand? Me know you want to pay for see me play, man. Oh, you mean King Jav? You know the thing. Yeah, man. So buy your ticket, people. Monday at Draxall. Double header. Yeah, man. But unseen, go ahead. Big up, big up. Hey, yo, Bridget, I guess if you do the video pan, you look like a professional now. I love the office there. Yo, don't leave.
We're sleeping, sir.
How you doing, man? Welcome, man.
Good day, man. We're good, man. We're good. Good night.
Yeah.
Good evening to Unseen and persons in the comment section.
Yeah. Yo, King Jav know the name, you know. Yes, the man know the name, man. Yeah, you the man, say, man. The man know the thing. What you mean, man?
Ready, man is on.
Tell the people them to come pay, to come watch Omar's $10.
I hear a feedback.
Huh?
I hear a
Feedback? I'm not hearing any feedback.
Just gone.
Maybe it's but go ahead and name the starting 11 for the teams.
All right, so Waterhouse will be playing a formation of 4-3-3, and the team from Dominica, which is Atletico Villarreal, will be playing a 3-5-2 formation. The start lineup for the Atletico Villarreal, Joan Dominguez, Guillermo Melendez, Revin de la Rosa, Manuel Vidal, Jarola Herrera, Fabricio Morena, Gerald Geneda, the captain, Aris Mendy Jimenez, Mauro Gomez, Jose Jarges, and Jose Gomez. For the Waterhouse team, the start lineup is Akeem Chambers, Andre Moulton, Javon James, Ricardo Thomas, Kimani Campbell, Shaquille Bradford, Cardell Bembo, Damian Binns, Elvis Wilson, Man from Linstead, Ramon Owell, T.V. Simpson, coached by Marcel Gale, and the coach for the Villarreal team is Eduardo Achivido.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Unseen. All right. Don't know if we can have more discussion about the starting level, seeing that we may not know all the players from the other side. But my prediction is that Waterhouse will win this. In fact, I'm picking them to go all the way in the tournament. I mean, I think they have a good team. I just given what I think if Cavaliers had a little bit more maturity in their team, I think they could have also gone ahead. I think the lacking in maturity is what affected them more than anything else.
Man, Cavalier much finish. Come on, watch
3-3. Yeah, and they were playing with 10 men and leading the game.
Man is man. You know, me think it that way though, because this team beat the team that
it don't matter, but Cavaliers were leading them 3-1. Yeah, but Cavaliers are leading 3-1.
No, I'm talking about the team that the Cavaliers lost to.
Yeah.
I'm saying that this team that Cavaliers played beat that team 3-0. Right? So,
yeah.
So for me, the tactics, I think the message that players got COVID and stuff kind of put the coaching staff in shock, and they made bad tactical instructions to the guys, and it cost them in the first game. They went to the drawing board and they made it better. But for me, man, the referees in the JPL League, those tackles are red card outside of Jamaica, and that is what mashed up Cavaliers team. Hey, I tell you, man. Lang, when I think about you lead the game, you lead the game 3-1, right? And you go slide in somebody back, slide in like that, challenge somebody. You're not gonna win and back turn to the goal, and you go slide in, chew him back, and kick down the man. In Jamaica,
but Unseen, you can't say that still not, because from the season start, Cavalier get quite a few red cards.
All right,
so that's what I'm saying to you.
The most red cards, yep.
Yeah. No, so you can't say Jamaican referee them soft, because they might get it from our league. So.
No, man, they might forget. Sometimes them get two yellow cards, two cards before they get that. So,
no, man, they may see all the last time Cavalier get a red card, a straight red. What name? Webster get Webster come on second half.
That was not a red card. That one was not a red card.
That was not a red card still.
But what I'm saying, I hear what you're saying. There's a lot of red cards, but I also believe that too much aggressive play is allowed in the local football. when they get into these tournaments, it works against them. I think the referees out here, they give too much allowance of those things, and they need to cut it out. But Owen, I come into the comments, people, but Owen is saying that the team that Cavaliers play, they didn't play some of their better players. They had them, like the players who played in the first game, a lot of them, he's saying that they also started a 15-year-old goalkeeper.
Good goalkeeper, nice.
Right, so he's saying that they never played a full-strength team because they were basically through. So, but, you know, Cavaliers should have capitalized on that. But, I mean, let's see what Waterhouse will do. They're a young team as well, so let's hope they learn from this experience. But because we're going to watch the game, let's just get into a couple of things. I mean, everyone would have seen the squad that was named, right? For those of you who, what you want us to do? All right, so couple of things first. Some people are saying that I should not play. I should video the Pearl and Topper and Hector right and them on the play and do a live video instead of going out there and playing and showcasing my skills. What say you, Unseen?
Yeah, man, real thing, man. We can't do a video on him, man. We can't hold up the camera.
What say you?
I do the
you want to see Manningsman play or you want to see the Pearl play?
You know, I see Manningsman play already on the bench, so.
More see Pearl, man, but I don't want to see enough that too.
Pressure, the man them don't want to see me play.
Buddies,
Can't believe the one them don't want to see me play.
We can't pick you over Pearl, brother.
What? All right, so you have Topper.
Oh, top 10.
We can't wait until 5 minutes leave, man, and say, come Topper, give me a run, no, man.
I hear the feedback now again, man.
I don't send for Eldam up. Unseen a man said that he's silent.
Yeah, man, we see him heal me up in a Spain. I mean, I say, aliens, but I don't know who still. You top 10. Big up yourself, top 10.
Which position we play. I think they're going to put me like right back. You understand? Because our left back, you know, because true, I use both feet, you know. But yeah, right now, big ball, I mean, I play, you know, some Jamaica great, them, I can play this. You Blair and them, and they, you know. Say, well, now the goal, them say, man, in this man. You know, say, my God. But let's see how it goes. But we also have a little training clip that we're going to show you. And then we're going to get into the Reggae Boy squad before the game starts. So let's show you this little clip of what is happening. The videographer hand is very shaky. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look like Zimmer is a workout man, man.
Four, 3, 2, 1. All right, just a little short clip. See if we can. Right. How you mean formula? Formula thought the real thing, man. How you mean you want to fall? Me don't know what Pearl can do. Me know what both feet. What is it? Me don't know what both feet, but it's you know what this is? The one say me use my feet them to stand and walk. You know, so me really need to play though. And see, you have to go forward, you know. Mm-hmm. And here's one now. So when we play, you can do the video.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, man. Because I want more of the people them to know that.
I win that.
Man, just for the game they play.
Labor Day at Draxall, double header. Christian Ambassadors versus Center and Invitational. And there's a next big game too, you know, with entertainers versus celebrities. So, you know, Chris Gale and Ding Dang and all of them on there.
I'll stream it live for your program, right?
Eh?
Stream it live
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you come,
Yeah,
if you come to the game, then you can do that while me play.
no problem.
Because really and truly, me supposed to play now, but if the people them want to see the game, them will make them see the game.
People, I'm gonna go down there, man, and say, boy, I want to play here, man.
Yeah, man. So,
15 minutes leave.
I mean, Peso, tell the man to say I was a bad man. The man they really don't believe it, you know. But we need to make them see me here. Yeah, but Paul Watkins, yeah, man, I don't think Elder Map going. Yeah, when Elder Map is here, he normally turns up at Draxall, man. But Rob Smith, yeah, Hala Madrid. I think the Jamaican officials need to. I realize you're giving more red cards still. You know, but I don't know. I think we allow too much the aggressive playing at the game, and we need to find a way to cut it off.
Man. They gave red cards to the blatant ones, like one where Ajuma Johnson step on the youth. That's a red card.
The man say, man in his kick even one long ball. Me add subscribe. It nah, man. I think it tacky we play. I want to say, man. I think it tacky we play. We don't miss pass ball, man. We're full of technique. You understand? But we like under promise and over deliver, you know. Because we don't like to over promise and under deliver, you know. So just watch it thing. Yeah, watch it thing. M10 says our supporters are part of the reason why our refs seem to be afraid to control our games. I've seen referee give players card for karate and spectators want to kill them. but police officers are normally here though. So I don't think they can really do. You know that
the policeman them laughing at the referee.
Hey, you know that the game at Draxall, the man them hit the referee, you know.
Yeah, man.
With battle, you know. Which game was it?
Dumby Holden.
Yeah. The Dumby Holden game, you know. The assistant referee. So you're true, you know. Sometimes
had to switch referees.
They had to move them. Yeah, man. The people got very hostile, and you know what is funny? Police were there. I don't understand. Hey, I don't understand how the police. What is the purpose of the police at the venue? Because none of them were on that side of the field, Brian. So do the police get a specific role, or they just need to be there to show them presence?
Maybe them are.
No, man, them have to be there, man, to protect the players and the officials, man, or for quell incidents and stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, and also prevent people from gaining illegal access and stuff. But I don't know. Sometimes I guess them get caught up in the game and stuff like that. I don't know. But that's what they're there for the most part.
Man, them are human just like we, you know, man. You know, maybe them are more pleasant fan.
No, man, unseen. Hey, Mannings, you know, so sometimes watch some cricket match. All of England in place, they are wherever. And the police, them job, have to watch a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Cricketer play behind them or whatever,
like
play behind them in the bedroom. The man him not turn around and look at them.
Yeah. Man, Peso, do you think Peso? Yeah, man, charge out the battery and jump back on the street.
Them get a special pay for that.
Yeah, man.
Yes, so I don't know, but I guess sometimes they get caught up in the game.
Why I say that is because when that incident happened, no police were on that side of the field. Most of them were to where the gates were. So when the incident happened, it took a while, you understand me, for them to walk around to where the incident was happening. So that's why I'm wondering if they are given like specific role, like 2 of you need to be here, 2 of you need to be there, 2 of you need to be there, right? I'm wondering if they need to do that instead of just being in one central location at the venue.
Sometimes it's like them patrol still.
Oh, and then Clarendon man say, Mannings, tell Brian to stop. But I think him say stop play Jaim on the wing and play the man a cam.
Captain, like me have to go get the work to coach. That's never gonna do.
Yes, top 10 to coach. But people, what do you think of the Reggae Boy squad? Should we bring it up unseen?
Yeah, man, bring it. Yeah, you can bring it up before after 10 minutes. So you can bring it up.
All right. All right. Just here's what you do. Just WhatsApp it. Someone have to go on Instagram. WhatsApp it to me, and then we just use it from that. Which one they may have the official JFF
JFF.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, WhatsApp it to me. What do you think of Rob Smith? I know you said that you're happy to see Blair Turgott. I think I like what the coach is doing. I think what the coach is doing is really giving some of these players an opportunity to prove themselves, which is, I think, is a very good thing. You know, I think that's a very good thing because I think that is the reason why the squad is selected. They have been given the opportunity to prove themselves. Why was Daniel Green in the last squad and not represented well, but ain't in this squad? I think what he's doing, Pepe Paul, I think he's looking at some players that they have not gotten, I think, a chance under his leadership. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think he's saying that these, like some of these players, except for a few, they haven't played a full game, and he probably wants to look at them. Like Junior Fleming has not played for Paul Hall. Blair Turgott has not played for Paul Hall. McGee has not played for Paul Hall. I feel like that's what he's doing. Nico Brett has not played for Paul Hall. And then I think once this game is finished, I think he's now going to get, for the Uruguay game, you're going to see more of the familiar faces.
Yeah, but Mannings,
Yeah.
all due respect, understand Paul Halls, or I mean, understand your explanation, but remember the coach say, you know, when them interview him the first time, when him get the interim job, that he's only picking professional players who are playing at them club.
So who is not playing?
The last time, I remember the last time Maggie make a match day squad.
But that's not saying him for dash of the youth.
Me not saying for dashing me, me just say you can't say one thing and then do a next thing and expect nobody to say nothing, brother.
No, but sometimes you have leniency, sometimes you have to go back. Sometimes you have to go back on what you say. Simple. Sometimes you have to go back to what you say as a coach.
Fleming playing the last World Cup qualifiers in the last game that we played?
No.
Somebody said that he played
no,
two.
Fleming's never in that window there. He there Toulouse, he never come to that window there.
Somebody said that he played 2 games for Paul Hall. I don't really.
Me not doubt him play for Paul Hall, but I think he needed at the last window. But I mean,
Mine's man, I'm saying something to you.
Yeah, man, I see it. But Brian, you're frozen. Go ahead again. Go again.
I'm saying he was the assistant coach for the most of the Gold Cup and all of them campaign there. So I don't know why I don't want to see Fleming again. I don't think him pick Fleming because he want to see him. He just give him opportunity because probably him think him deserve it. But I think I look him want to look on Fleming.
Mine is man.
Yeah.
I like how them give Karim Paris him chance now still.
Yeah. You know that. You know that. I am glad that he's getting this opportunity. I hope he does. He makes the most of it. So this is the squad, people. The teams are coming out, so we're watching the game as well, you know.
Send me the YouTube link, huh?
No, you have to wait until we get the YouTube link. So hold on there. So we have Corey Adai from SB F. What is that? F something? I don't know that goalkeeper. Don't know if anybody knows of him. And then Dylan Barnes. You have Ajani Talbot, who he has not played for Paul Hall yet. Joel Latibodier plays for Swansea. Tariq Zemeniz, Mount Pleasant. Jamai Topi, Mount Pleasant. Kenroy Campbell for Cavaliers. Ricardo Thomas, Waterhouse. Then you have Jordan Cousins. Amari Hutchinson. Arsenal. I think this is the first Arsenal player to ever play for Jamaica. Big club.
But we need to see my boy this. I wonder how him give him a chance. What's his name? Next Arsenal player.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that guy.
You talk
geez,
Taylor Hart?
yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Chambers
Yeah,
in goal,
what
man is
happened to
man.
him? Then you have Ramon Howell for Waterhouse, Tariq McGee, Cameron Lacey. That is UNC, which is the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, man. He was at the first under 20 camp when they had the local camp and the other 20 players. Yeah, he was one of those players from overseas. Remember that camp that they had the local
Yeah.
players from? Yeah, he was at
So
that
so
camp.
so 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 the Arsenal player in the team now, can he play under 20?
Yes.
Whoa.
So he and Cameron Lacey can play under 20.
Okay.
And Tyreek Zemini. So
And
three of the
Zimenez,
players in
yes,
this
sir.
team
Three of
can
them.
play under 20.
Yeah.
But man is man, I'm wondering why they didn't give the centre back from Tivoli the edge over Talbot. What's his name again? The centre back from Tivoli. I think he deserve a chance more than Talbot. Talbot is not having a good season at Harborview.
Yeah. Then you have Blair Turgot gets a recall because he was, Rolando Aarons, who is related to Max Aarons. He's finally in the team. A lot of people have been asking for him. Then you have Junior Fleming, recently got promoted to League One. Akwasa Chang. Then you have Kaheem Paris. Yeah! Then you have Johnson Clark Harris and Nico Brett. A lot of people are saying that Nico Brett need to get a look in. So, yeah, so that's good to see. So let me look at some of the comments to see. I saw someone, Alonzo Wallace says, let me just take this. Pastor, you seem to watch a lot of football. Tell me which country now has the best coaches or who has the most top coaches. Don't say England because that's wrong. what kind of question is this? You give an answer. I would say Germany right now has the better coaches, at least in club football. I'll give it to Germany. I don't know what anyone else have to say. All right. Flemmer never played under Paul Hall. He was dropped. So I don't know who is saying that. He never played for. He did play. Some people saying he played for Paul Hall. Really? I think in January. I can't remember. Maybe he did. I can't remember if Paul Hall. I don't know. Maybe he did. I'm not going to try and fight it. When Fresh God said though, Fresh God really normally have him facts right. So right now, me I hold on to what Fresh God say. Oh, somebody, yeah. If Paul Hall was a coach, there was a showdown between them on the field. For real. Yeah. Who is this goalkeeper? Oh, he's at this. Rob Thomas saying that he's at the same club as Akwasa Chang. Owen said Talbot shouldn't be playing for anyone. I am wondering because you remember before Talbot went to Portugal, they had called him to the team, you know. Game just started, a few minutes, Waterhouse 0, and the other team 0. Don't know the name, but I'm wondering if he's calling him back because he never got the opportunity. I don't know because I feel like some of these players will not make the Uruguay game. I think a different set of players going to be called up to the Uruguay game, and then after that he's going to call his squad for the Nations League. So some person have a problem with Ajani Talbot. Who else? Where is Kiddo? Yeah, I need to know. I don't know. I'd love to hear what is going on with Kiddo Taylor Hart. If he has given up playing for, because I don't even see him at Arsenal. I don't see him in the under 23s. Maybe he's injured. I don't know. So it would be good to know that. And then somebody saying Talbot nothing in the squad, neither Topi. All right, but who would be the centre back? Because the There are three centre backs: Johnny Talbot, Joel Latibodero, and Jamai Topi. I guess he didn't want to bring Richard King because he sees him, and I think he sees him as one for the future. Who else in the league could he have called up?
Yeah, Penny Cook like unseen, sir. Me think Penny, but I guess I don't know, maybe Penny could come back from an injury or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he has been playing good though. I would say that Penny Cook, since he has come back, Tivoli has not lost, though he got a red card in the last game.
Yeah.
But there is really no other centre back. There's really no other centre back in the league, except if you're going to go back to King. Who else is there that is young? You can say, yeah, good young centre back. No, nobody else. Maybe one of the Waterhouse centre backs. I don't know. But Fresh God said he think Kiddo will be there in the Nations League. Okay, cool. All right.
Maybe him could have bring one of the centre back them from out of the under 20. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a good call,
Nothing that would be a bad option.
But it seems like the under 20 centre backs are struggling. Because I saw some posts from one of them. The man go hard, yeah, man. I think he was not called up back to the squad, but he's not taking it pretty well.
Social media posts?
Yeah.
Local player?
No, he's out of the States.
See that post.
Hey, I will send it to you, man. You know what is funny? Somebody says, who? Omari Hutchinson will never play for Jamaica. He will not put on the Jamaican colors. Yo, boy, me I tell you. Hey, Bridget, people are people. People are people. You understand me? People are people. People are people. Unseen. You run the stream and you watch the game, You can't want to run the stream and you're not talking unseen. Where you going with unseen?
One is one. This is the big match I got.
No,
the game is on Flow Sports.
Yeah, they give up on Flow Sports on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you have to have a VPN, for really, You have VPN? Brian? You have a VPN?
If my about what?
VPN. Yeah, so you can change the location and watch it on YouTube. If you have Flow Sports, are good.
Which part of the Flow Sports supposed to be there still?
Oh, okay. So people want to start 4 minutes gone. Waterhouse versus Atletico Vega Real. And
Unseen, I turn off my camera for a bit here.
Yeah, no problem. And Waterhouse in the attack now. Bembo at the ball. Passes it out wide. Leonardo Thomas into Bembo. Bembo turning to Owell in the middle, 25 yards out. Whistle on the play in the box. And there's a collision there. Somebody's going to get a card. James getting a yellow card from Waterhouse. Off the ball incident. Just running to the player from Atletico and really turning over the ball to the team. That's madness. Big madness. Rob Smith, I was one of those people that said he wouldn't. I am pleasantly surprised. Man like Rob Smith, fresh grad, and whole heap more pro license type in text coach. First of all, who are you? That the hell you are talking about? Oh my God. So people, 6 minutes in the game. Waterhouse Football Club just got a yellow card. James, the centre forward, got a yellow card for Waterhouse, and after ball incident. But the ball is back to Waterhouse in about 25 yards out, 30 yards out. Sorry. Waterhouse look like a team ready to win this competition. Um, can see that they are well coached. Uh, Via Villarreal have the ball in their own half, passing it around, building up the play. Waterhouse really pressing them and closing down passing lanes. Back into their own half, Atletico. Waterhouse pressing them, trying to get the ball, and they really moving the ball around, but not really penetrating the Waterhouse team. Now they pass the half line, get into Waterhouse half, going down to the width, and 1v1 against the Waterhouse player. Flicked into space. James going forward. Bembo has one to beat. Bembo with a pass. Wow. Hey, a while ago Bembo shot, get the ball and pass properly, Via Atletico with the attack going forward, playing it ball out wide. Your squares are poor though. They're trying to square the ball, but the squares are very poor. They're not really getting the ball into the box against the Waterhouse team. Waterhouse team look like the better team so far for me going forward. Hey, Alonso, stop it, Alonso, stop it, Alonso. Don't bother with them thing. Don't bother with them thing there. Straight love over here. I love everybody, Yeah, man, straight love over here. Big up yourself, though, Alonso. So, people, 9 minutes in the game. Waterhouse turning over the play. But their pressing seems good. They're closing down the play as quick as possible. As they lose the ball, they're pressing, and they want a throw from that. It seems like they're ready to, beat this team and, top the group. So they will play Arche from ball. It's a ball wide. Bad pass by Keith Simpson. Trying to feed the ball to Bembo. Cracker has the ball now. Cracker driving through.
Unseen can't talk about game. We don't do no commentary on a game because that the man them watch the game before, you're late, You're late, yeah, let me see this, Alonso, first of all, who are you? Second, what the hell are you talking about? Keep a pluralizing typing. What? Man like Rob Smith and Fresh got a whole heap more a pluralizing typing / text coach. I don't understand. what is Clap and Pep? Them can carry water for Eagle Republic and them YouTube coaches there. What is that talking about? Unseen. You're not too bad with your C license, but the man them who don't know Oh, jeez. So, Bridget, you really were trying to give me trouble. I didn't even. All I know is you were really trying to give me trouble, Bridget. I never know. I thought you were asking a serious question. The man ask question for give the man them trouble, yeah, man.
Mm.
Here you go. Him tell me the man. Then the man say me wrong. Oh, the man say Jamaica has the most pro coaches and managers, and they're here on the youth.
Hey, what also difference the man is one.
But Owen, where's Michael? You know who I need to talk to? Michael Garden. Michael Garden. If you're on the stream, we need to talk. Michael Garden. Call in Michael Garden. Where's Michael Garden? Michael Garden. We need to talk. Michael Garden. We need to talk. Yeah, Eagle Republic. Why? Waterhouse Cavaliers only have one player, you know. It's only Kenroy Campbell from Cavaliers is actually in the squad. From the list that we have. And Waterhouse have two. Howell and Ricardo Thomas. That unless the Waterhouse team is going to let them fly from where they are and meet up with the team because they're leaving on Saturday. Because Saturday or Sunday they're leaving. So unless there's going to maybe Waterhouse said, okay, we will get them like they made arrangements. I don't know if they made arrangements to meet up with them because that could be the case in the Eagle Republic. That could be the case. Yeah, but it's good to see Talbot, I think, because before Talbot went to Portugal, you know, he was one of the better centre-backs in the league. But when he was being called up, he was away. There you go. There you go, Dre. All of these guys we have been saying, let them, about their omission. That's what I'm thinking. And I think Paul Hall is doing the right thing. He's giving every man an opportunity. So prove yourself in this game. Then some other people going to play in the Uruguay game. And then he selects his squad. Everybody has been saying, Kaim Paris must get a chance. Bam, he gets it. Everybody said, let's call back Blair Terragot. He comes back. Junior Fleming has been out there. He's coming back. Tyreek McGee, he gets a next opportunity, right? People say that. Some people are saying that give local players. See Ramon Howell. Yeah, man, Formula. What you mean Formula, man? So let me see.
Nice one.
Yes, sir.
Him swap get Elvis Wilson a call up to you centre back.
Unseen. Yeah, but what I'm saying, here's where me and you different, you know. I'm not saying that Elvis Wilson is not playing good enough, but what I will say is players like Elvis Wilson have to be outperforming the other local players. So is he outperforming King?
It's a question where King has proven himself in the team already. So I think you should use King, but he might outperform Talbot.
No, what I'm saying though is that because I don't think we can have more than a certain amount of local centre backs in the squad. Do I want to see local players? I know that there's a limitation. What I mean by that is we're not going to find like two local centre backs to do the job for Jamaica. So if King is a local centre back, is really that position you have to fight for. Because you have Ethan Pinnock and you have this Latibodier guy coming in. And there are other players that I know that Paul Hall is engaging.
Hey, Bembo play some ball as man is on.
I remember you have Hector too get a call back in a long time, you know.
Yeah, I mean you have Michael Hector.
Hector well. Now.
Unseen. Hector for old brother with short Hector the past 28.
No, I ask you because I remember him saying much I use the cap, the average age thing.
No man. Hector younger than Ravel Morris them. Hector about 25. Or 26.
Yeah, 25, 26. Yeah. Yes. I would have loved to have seen Baker. I think like players like Holgate, he would not call them for the friendly game. I think with a Holgate, you'd see Holgate, to me, in the Nations League. If he's going to play for Jamaica, I think you'd bring him for the Nation League. Yeah, Hector is 25, 26. But honestly, I think Hector should get a recall. I didn't like how Jamaica deal with Hector. That's me personally. I think we were very disrespectful to him. But get a recall if he wants to come back and play. You understand me? I would. One player I really expected to see, it's Kiddo Taylor Hart. Can we get an update on his omission? I would think he's just returning from. And I think that Hector is 29.
I'm sure same up.
Oh, well, if he's 29, then the door kind of is bing bong. Bing bong if he's 29. But yeah, we asked about that Dre. I am wondering if he's injured coming, because I don't see him in the Arsenal under 23s either. Bravo. Big up Winston. Big up Bravo. Bravo said Arsenal FC. Big up, big up, big up. Arsenal player make the team, you know. Omari Hutchinson. A whole lot of people say Omari Hutchinson would never play for Jamaica when he take a reminder of it. Yeah. Chris Roman said no. Or he's just coming back from injury. Okay. That's what I'm wondering, because I noticed I have not been seeing him.
Who?
Kiddo, I haven't seen him in the Arsenal under 23 or under 20 team in a while.
Yeah, that's what I get called.
But I'd love to see him in the Nations League.
I remember you can't play practice game without your passport. Yeah.
No, but he has his passport. I think he has his passport. I think he has his passport. People want to come and please hit the like button. But I mean, who else would you want to see in the squad that is not in the squad? Who you want?
We don't know who Barnes met that team.
Dylan Barnes.
I think fast. We think, but faster the championship still.
Brethren, the match after the championship. The 2030 tournament are finished, brother.
Yeah, when we think faster shine that team, I'm not lying.
So what has Dylan Barnes done wrong?
What him do for
Has he
selection?
actually done anything wrong? People always say Dylan Barnes no. Always say Dylan Barnes are good. What has he done wrong?
No, money.
Me ask
no. What him do for dead in the first place? So him do for earn a spot. Which football them see him a play for say?
He's not on loan playing.
Where? Me ask so where?
In some
last time check on.
You're frozen. You're frozen.
Brian,
all right.
Brian, they have a nice studio, but in phone not very good.
Yeah. Brethren, you better go walk in the car. But Anderson, I think Anderson's situation is more paperwork. My understanding is Paul Hall and these players communicated. So I think we are going to see him representing Jamaica, either in the Uruguay game or in the Nations League. But I think, that's what I believe we will see him at least in the Nations League. Welcome, the cool one, Mr. Formula. Long time, my brother. How you doing?
I'm here, Mannings. I'm here. Just taking in the Waterhouse game, you know?
Yeah. You're watching it too and seeing. Still 0-0. Yeah. Still 0-0. I have 21 minutes.
Waterhouse really passing the ball around though, Mannings, man, like keeping the ball and moving it around.
Okay.
They got a half chance a while ago, but
Winston, you can't say that, Winston, because some of the players Like the Latibodier person is from England. Johnson Clark Harris is out of England. The goalkeeper is out of England. The two goalkeepers are from England. So I don't know. Cameron Lacey is out of the States. I don't know why you'd say he didn't select the team. Listen, one thing I know, like I've had conversation with Coach Hall. I have conversation with Coach Hall. He is not a pusher around. I don't think that he would be working with teams given to him at this stage once he has gotten the job. I don't think so. Just based on my limited conversations with him. Man, are we sure that Corey, how you pronounce that? Adai is Jamaican. When he was at Barnsley, he was known as a Ghanaian player.
Apparently, he's eligible for all three.
England, Ghana, and Jamaica.
Yeah, he's eligible for England and Ghana. That I was sure about. And then all of a sudden, we never even know about the Jamaican link with this player.
Okay. Have you seen him, Formula? What you think of him?
No, I've not seen him. I got try and see if I can watch some games with him and some get up to speed with him. But as of now, as a matter of fact, as of today, is the very first time I'm hearing about this player, to be honest with you. So, by the way, it looked like because there's another player at the same club that Akosa Chang plays for, that apparently is eligible as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, a forward. Him name something another Simpson or Stewart. I don't remember my name off the top of my head, but yeah. But today was the first time I was hearing about him, to be honest with you, man. So I gotta do some research into him.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, but what you think? What you make of the squad? Any disappointment for you? Any surprises?
No, I mean many surprises. Quickly though, why people seem to think that Paul Hall isn't picking his squads?
I don't know where they get that from. Listen, Paul Hall. Listen, Formula. I spoke to Paul Hall. Nobody can tell Paul Hall what to do.
Him not seem like a push around to me either. I've never met him, but just how him move or him talk.
He's not a push around. You can't.
Got you. Oh, got you.
No, I'm saying that. Listen, because you can't even call him, all right, and say display and so on. He's going to say, all right, I'll give you an example. You can't call him and say, hey, I met this player, I think he could play for the under 20. He's saying that, listen, he's going to tell you, listen, the under 20 team need to go and scout their players. I can't, unless I have scouted a player, I cannot recommend him and he cannot play for me. Those are the words he uses. Who is in Paul Hall's squad is who Paul Hall wants in his squad.
Mannings, Paul Hall don't even look like the type of person that would have taken the job without ensuring that he will have a certain level of control over the program.
Yeah.
And he strikes me as the type of person who is smart enough to know that if he's not given said control or the control over the program that he's comfortable with, he strikes me as the type of person that would step away.
Yeah. All right. So let me help. I know Winston is saying, why fly like Zeminis? I think he's saying...
Mannings, mute unseen.
Yeah. So Winston is saying, why fly like Zeminis and some of the players over to Europe? When you're playing like a team like Catalonia, a lot of the expenses are covered by them. They cover air transportation, ground transportation, accommodation. The host nation normally covers that. So that is why certain nations will always play friendlies, because they can cover those costs and still make major revenues from the gate. That's why Jamaica don't play friendlies, because it costs us too much money and we don't make it back. Brazil can do that. So I will say, I don't think flying the players from anywhere is an issue for the JFF. You understand me? Because it is normally covered by the nation that is inviting you for the friendly. That's my understanding. I don't know if any of you guys have a different understanding of it than me.
All right, well, from my understanding of it, I know that the JFF would get paid by the Catalonia Federation to come and play the game. I didn't realize it ran so deep in terms of, everything was covered, but I knew that there were things that were covered for sure. Ooh, what
Yeah, well,
else? What a good chance.
I guess it depends on the arrangement with them have. Maybe it will be cheaper for JFF to accept accommodation or travel or whatever. But me know so them normally pay them. So.
Yeah. The player name is Steven Simpson. Thanks, Fresh Girl.
Yeah, that's the player who plays at the same club as Akwasa. Came up through the youth ranks at Barnsley, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And they say his mom is Jamaican.
There you go. How them find out that box foot so fast? Because I know so they never know about this about
Maybe Paul Hall. Maybe this is a Paul Hall. That's what I'm saying. I think this is more like Paul Hall scouting over there. That's what I think. I think this is more like Paul Hall work. I think when you see like the Latibodier guy, you realize he just pops up out of the scene and get called. I think some of these things are Paul Hall like recruiting.
Yeah.
Like I think even Jordan Cousin is Paul Hall like reached out to him. I think a lot of these names you're gonna see, like Omari Hutchinson, I also think Paul Hall had a role to play in that.
But Mannings, I think that you were saying that somebody was saying earlier that Hutchinson would never represent Jamaica. Truth be told, Mannings, look, I'm always of the opinion that we should go for these players like a Hutchinson and grab them young. But honestly, if you ask me to take a bet, which one my money would be on, Hutchinson playing for Jamaica or not playing for Jamaica? Certainly not right now. I didn't expect to see a Hutchinson, to be honest with you, because you're talking about a teenager making a match day squad for one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's not every day we see a player like that, if we're being honest, being brought into the setup. Now, part of it is our recruiting. But part of it is that a player like Hutchinson is smart enough to know that probably 2-3 years from now, there's every likelihood that he will be in the mix and in the setup for England. So most times, player like that, when they know that all they need to do is be patient, most times players like that, it's really, really difficult to have them, come on and represent Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a joke about Omari Hutchinson. All right. But somebody said, Eagle Republic, he said Steven Simpson is Canadian.
He is eligible for both Canada and Jamaica. And that's why it's probably best we cap that boy. Because I think it's very important when you have players like that who are eligible for other CONCACAF rivals to not only bring them into the setup for our benefit, but also to keep them away from our CONCACAF rivals so that these players, don't end up featuring for these teams and hurting us in the future.
Yeah, what you're saying, Unseen, go ahead.
All right, man. Sometimes I think that people don't remember that. You see, the way how you approach people and the way you talk to them can make the difference in a lot of things. You understand me? The approachability, it's key in whatever you do. I think Jamaica can get any player that is eligible for them, depending on how they approach situation. And I think Paul Hall must be.
I think Paul Hall is very instrumental
in this, because you have to look at it in formula. Is that you're talking to the person, you're telling him and he's a Jamaican, he wants to come and eat the rice and peas, and you really make him feel like he's a Jamaican and you want him to come and showcase him. A lot of people will pick. Sterling talk about it. If Jamaica had really reached out to him and make him feel a part of, he would play for Jamaica. That's what he said. He said that nobody came for him, nobody for him say he had no choice to play for England.
This is why I say Paul Hall. I think Paul Hall going ahead, we are going to see players that we think couldn't, because I think his communication skills
Yeah, that's
are
a
pretty
solid
tough.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me say this though. Anytime you hear Amari Hutchinson's father speak, you'll real like this is one of those, like certain persons are like third, fourth generation Jamaican, like so maybe it's like them great grandmother, but like Omari Hutchinson, you'd have said that him father raw born Jamaican. I think that makes a difference. And I'll take this opportunity as well to say, I know that even Mr. Port, I don't know how huge the role was. I want to give commendation because he played a role in this as well. So sometimes even those things behind the scene are important because he played a role. I don't know like I say, I don't know the full extent of what he did, but I know that he played a role in it. And I think again that, all right, when did you hear about Latibodier formula?
I've been hearing about Lottie Bodier from last year, man, for quite a while now. I didn't know that he was being contacted by us, but I knew he was eligible. There were a couple of them at Swansea that was eligible at the time, apart from Jamal Lowe, and Lottie Bodier was one of them. I don't remember the others off the top of my head, but yeah.
Yeah, so you see, and he just like you notice how these ones kind of like they got through the system quickly. You don't hear no lot about your passport issue. You don't hear any Omari. You understand what I mean? You just seem like they
Mannings,
don't, eh?
me tell people beat Paul all and talk about him now, win and this and that. Already you see a difference in what is taking place, right? Paul Hall is an ultimate professional and he knows how to get things done. He understands the Jamaican footballing landscape, understands the lay of the land, understands his way around it, and understands the challenges that it faces, right? Paul, you're gonna see, you're already starting to see, right? Just a difference in how things are being done, and you have to. That's why I can't understand how people think Paul Hall is a JFF puppet, because you see change already. You see differences in how the senior team is operating already. Paul Hall knows that there are challenges with players getting passports, that sort of a thing. Him strike me as the type of person to be proactive and implement a proper system to mitigate against man that take years for getting passport and that sort of a thing.
Yeah. What I'll say is that because sometimes Leonard Dewey, let me just take people go Bravo Rage. I soon come to your comment. Is asking. So after this team is a different one for the other games. There's one other game versus Uruguay. My position is you can tell me what you think. Paul Hall has some players that he already thinks are going to be a part of his Nation League squad. He's going to use this game to find some other players, and he's going to bring in some other players possibly who he has never looked at, along with players that he has seen already for the Uruguay game. And then from these two games, he's going to select his final squad for the Nations League. And I think when you see that Nation League squad, you will know where Paul Hall is going to be headed into the next World Cup qualifiers. So I don't have a problem if I see 11 other players. They may not be new, meaning new to the system totally, but I would not be surprised because I think it is important that this is what we need to do. We can't enter we can't go back to the thing where we wait until we reach the important. No, keep looking at people. So by the time you get to the qualifiers in a couple of years' time, you have a crop. So recruit from early. I like that idea. Daniel Green is not out of the system, You will realize that King is not there either. He didn't call back Richard King and Daniel Green. I think he definitely didn't do that because Daniel Green played in the games. Howell didn't get a good run. Zimenez didn't get a good run. Topi didn't get a good run. Say he has called them back to give them a chance. I think he has seen enough of it, right? Is it trial and error? This is the right time to have trial and error. There's no Nicholas Nelson either. You understand me? A formula? No, it's a good. When you want to have trial and error, right? No.
I don't understand why people. This is the time to be looking at a ton load of players. There's nothing wrong with that right now. What we're always cussing about Unseen and Mannings is looking at a ton load of players literally weeks or 2-3 months before a World Cup qualifying campaign, like what would have taken place right last year. That is what the issue is about. Not right as soon as the qualifying campaign has ended. This is exactly what should be going on, right? Try and look at everybody as much as you possibly can.
But formula, I'm disappointed with a couple of the selection, because I think a couple of them is not based on merit. I don't, the Talbot one, I don't see why Talbot in the squad, and I think that Bembo should have been in the squad also. Bembo really playing some good football.
How old is Bembo though? Bembo not in him.
Bembo and Flemings are the same age.
Mid-20s?
Bembo and Flemings are the same age.
Yeah, them would in the same age group for true.
Right.
For true. Yeah.
So I think Bembo should have get the opportunity. And Pennycook from Tivoli, over Talbot. That's my thoughts.
All right.
Warm to my boy where we are still right now. Wilson.
Elvis Wilson, yeah, good defender.
Let me say this though, Unseen. You cannot say over Talbot because Benbow and Talbot don't play the same position. There are 3 centre backs in the team.
No, I said Pennycook for Talbot.
And who should Benbow come in for? Because it's only 20 players they are taking. Who do you take out? Because you have to do that, Who in it that Benbow should replace from the 20? So you say Pennycook for Talbot. I want to see Pennycook in the team. But Pennycook is just coming back from a long injury. Remember Talbot was called, for the Peru game. But what happened with Talbot is that Talbot at the same time had his contract, his loan move, so he couldn't come. So in fairness, it's not that his farm has dropped. He was just not in Jamaica. Why wouldn't you give him back a chance? Because he and Pennycook were called to the same team. Pennycook got injured. Talbot went to Portugal. Pennycook is coming back from injury. Talbot comes back to Harbourview, and they have not lost a game with him. So why wouldn't you give him a chance?
But he not perform good, man.
Since he has come back?
No, he perform good.
But his team has not lost a game. So what?
To be fair, this is a player that has just started to see game time, because he was injured for a while, and also when he was at Portugal, and this is one of the things I have against Talbot. Look, Talbot last season was one of the best centre backs in the JPL up until he left, right?
Exactly.
His footballing IQ was probably second to none as a defender. His footballing IQ.
He and Pennycook were the 2 best centre backs until one got injured and one went away. So if you say one should be in, you have to give the next one a chance. But
based on current,
as I was saying, Unseen. As I was saying, Talbot has not played much in recent times because of the injury, and also when he was in Portugal, he never even make a match day squad.
That's true.
And that's one of the things, because I had high hopes for Talbot, because I watched Talbot for Harbourview, and I say, yo, that there's something different about you, When me hear say make the move to the Portuguese 3rd division now, I say, all right, cool. That like me happy to hear that, because I want to see the young general them move out and go to better environments to better facilitate their development. The dog of the Portuguese 3rd division, not even the 2nd or the 1st. The Portuguese 3rd division, and couldn't make a match day squad, not even. And I like say he make the bench, never even made a match day squad before him get injured. So, I don't know, boy, I could see what him do, but yeah, I could see.
It shows that something is wrong. It shows
Yeah,
that
but
something
what
is
I'm
wrong.
saying though, unseen, is while I agree that Penny Cook was one of the better centre backs, he has not seen much game time as well.
But you have other defenders in the Premier League who have seen much game time
Don't
and
change. But
performing
unseen,
better.
you just said you would have removed Talbot and brought in Penny Cook.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm saying to you, truthfully, is one of the same. Maybe if Penny could continue, I'd love to see him being called up at least to the Uruguay game. But let me ask you, who do you take out and put in? Who do you take out and put in Benbow? Who in the squad? Not deserving. Because many people have been saying give Nico Brett a chance. Many people have been saying
would have to add him in.
Swap him out for who? Yeah, that's
For
a
who?
add him.
It's
They
20
can add him.
players. No,
They can
it's
carry more
20 players. If he
They can carry
deserves
more
to be in the
players.
squad, I don't have to add a next player. I need to take out somebody and put him in.
One is when I can add the next player 23
No,
man, squad in there, man.
you can't. It's
Why?
20 players. The people them are pay for. So if you can't find anybody to take you out and put him in, then you don't have a point, really, you know.
Well, I'm look on the squad.
You know, so I never look on the squad till all you talk about. I look on it now and take out somebody. Yes, like you
Even
look on the
if
squad.
take out somebody to
I take out somebody.
Let me look on the squad and say,
Alright,
hold on. All right,
How
so
about shut that point?
But yeah, find it and take out somebody.
Alright.
I want to know. I like what big up bad with bad Gaza man is back. Big up Penny Cook, real solid defender, no joke. Came on, very good defender. Listen, I mean, them man get them to go and kick it. Why them Jamaican forward? Benbow just missed that.
Yeah, Benbow missed it.
Benbow, wrong time to miss. Benbow, wrong time to miss. It was unseen.
I who just whipping across there? Thomas?
No, but it's a good man's one technique.
A good miss?
Get it.
No,
it's a good miss. It's not a good miss, but a good opportunity.
No, it's a
good try. Good try.
Exactly. It's a good opportunity. And now you're going to find somebody in the squad to take out and put him in. Go ahead and tell me.
So now, if people make them easier go miss,
Mannings,
they can't use that.
That was a kind of difficult chance. It was a very tight.
But unseen. I know in a formula, but me just pull unseen like Cabo and seem justified.
Justify it.
Because Nico Brett, many people have been saying Nico Brett is doing so well in USL, he needs to be given a chance. Many people have been saying that Blair Turgott has not been treated fairly. He's getting a chance.
All right, man. I will put Ben over Tariq Magee.
Over Tariq Magee.
Right.
You know, many people are saying that since Paul Hall, Magee has not been called up. Give him a chance.
But all right, so my question is, the youth, the college youth, I don't know much about him. What position does he play?
Midfield. He's a holding mid.
Oh, okay.
That can play centre back. So I think you'd see him and Jordan Cousins in that position.
Was he born and bred in Jamaica?
I don't know.
Because I don't recognize the name.
Yeah, Cameron, he was at the under 20 squad. I don't know him. Big up Kim Righteous official music. This is the man we do with jingle. Big up in the house. Big artist.
My thing is though unseen. The only forward player here that I'm seeing that you could even think of replacing Bembo with is either Flemmer.
Bembo is not a forward.
Benbo is
a winger.
He's a winger.
He's a winger. And sometimes he play number 8, number 10.
Yeah, sometimes he drop deeper, but he's mostly a wing forward. He's mostly a wing forward.
Where? I'm asking you where? Because he never played that position at Mount Pleasant.
But at Mount Pleasant, matter about Waterhouse. Mount Pleasant, he never played.
This season, he has not played that. What Waterhouse have is that the players interchange, but he doesn't.
Mount Pleasant can't teach him by nothing.
Eh?
Mount Pleasant mash up you then.
No, man. Unseen. He doesn't. You understand me? Unseen. You may start out on doing an interchange, but he doesn't play as a number 10.
But
He's a winger.
most of the time a free roll. Sometimes I see my right
Yeah,
across.
that's
and
what
then
I was
thing
just
something
about
way
to
I
say
say.
now.
But what I'm saying to you, all the wingers in the Premier League have a free roll. Daniel Green have a free roll. Daniel Green, the only winger that is a standout that if he has a free roll, he's not doing it, is Cephas. All the other wingers in the league that are doing well play right across the line. Devontae Campbell, Daniel Green, Nicholas Nelson.
A lot of them are what is referred to as creators. So their main role is to, a free role, right? Score goals, but also, provide that bit of creativity. So drop a little bit deeper into the midfield and get the ball and provide that bit of creativity. That's what I see from a number of them. The wingers in the but they are wing forwards though. For them.
Yeah. What I'll say unseen is that I could give him I think Paul should give him a call up for the Uruguay game.
Remember?
Yeah. That I can work with.
Play good in the league.
It's not that glaring on a mission though, unseen.
He look good in the Caribbean competition so far.
Akwasa Chang could have be replaced because really and truly Chang not get no game time. But Chang was the leading goal scorer in JPL last season.
One off.
Because there are other players as well. But
so unseen.
It's not a glaring omission.
Unseen, tell me, you just said that according to you, right? Mount Pleasant mashing up baller. Tell me one baller Mount Pleasant mash up.
There's a couple of them drop down when they want to mash up.
No man, tell me because you have to, Virgin, you have to make sure.
Them just come from Waterhouse and just go down this and just most of those mash up guns.
What are you talking? Who get mash up from Waterhouse? Was Stuart a standout at Waterhouse?
No man, he might come in a moment, I get game time and start on the team and then
he wasn't starting. When he came to Mount Pleasant, he wasn't starting at Waterhouse.
I did listen what I'm saying, man. Listen carefully.
Yeah.
Right? I'm saying he started to get game time. Now he started to start in some games and then voila, hamstring problem. See with what's his name again? Fletcher, hamstring problem again. Pull. Hey, what is wrong down there?
All right, so let me give you this. What is wrong at Arsenal? Because Arsenal had Gabriel have hamstring problem, Tomiyasu have hamstring problem. So Arsenal is mashing up players. Cavalier.
To be fair though,
Cavalier is mashing up players because some players at Cavaliers had hamstring problems.
To be fair though, in Mannings, your club does have a history of players going there and becoming a bit injury prone.
Not gonna use anybody who have a hamstring issue. Mean that the club, So anytime a player have a hamstring issue unseen, as a coach, your thing is that the club is mashing them up.
They can single out somebody and just use the club. They can single out a department but just say a club, Yeah.
By the way, Mannings, Giovanni asks a very important question, And it's a question that I think many of us should get an answer to, Because I believe this player is the nation's best left back available to us right now. And, him just get dashed out of the squad and we haven't seen him since that infamous Panama game. We hear rumors, but I don't know if you know anything serious,
Yeah. All right. So listen.
Let
me say this. I want to see Amari Bell. I hope that whatever issue, because obviously these things don't happen unless they're under the surface issues.
Yeah.
Whether he has opted not to play back or he has not been called back, I don't know. But I'd love to know what the issue is.
You sure you don't know, Mannings?
Yeah, man. Don't know why.
I know say your birds them fly far and fly high.
Yeah, be careful now, cause the man them make off for the eagle them hard, you know. I be a shot of fire for the eagle them have to fly high. As usual.
Man, so some
Yeah.
people have to understand is that this the younger talents in the UK, that's who is eligible for us, and you know they have great potential. Those are the players that I think Paul also capture most now.
Yeah, but Eagle Republic asks a very good question, right? And I was suggesting that why Hector don't get called back. People are saying that he's too old. But Nico Brett is 30. Rafael Morris is in the same age group. Mariappa is way older. Why can't Hector be given an opportunity?
Because Nico Brett is banging the goals.
So didn't Hector just get promoted at Fulham?
Yeah,
but Hector not playing a game.
Hector not playing a game.
He barely playing.
Look at his performance.
Listen,
No,
careful,
but
careful if you're going to use.
I
Don't
agree
play a
with
game,
Manning's going on.
Don't play a game, because he's in a competitive environment.
Yeah. And to be fair to him, to add to Manning's point in the unseen, let us not forget the quality of Michael Hector.
What
this is
quality?
A player.
To give away goals?
Hold on. No, I think, to be fair, Hector has not made a lot of mistakes for Jamaica, right? To be fair, a lot of people has branded him as an error. Yes, he made mistakes for Fulham, but for Jamaica, a lot of people think that he makes a ton load of mistakes for Jamaica, but are only the ones in the Gold Cup final. Everybody remember, and just from day one, brand him as an error-prone centre-back. See? But let us not forget his quality unseen. This was a player that when he was at Chelsea, was loaned out to Eintracht Frankfurt in the German Bundesliga. He was a starter for a number of games. He was for most of the season. He was a starting centre-back. And also, he was, if memory serves me right, he was voted Eintracht Frankfurt Player of the Year by the fans.
Which year that?
A couple of seasons ago for Frankfurt in the German Bundesliga. I don't remember
5 years ago?
No, man, not so long, man. Not so long.
You have to come with the right facts, because you see, them talk about current football, and that me like.
Class is permanent and seen. And
but them man, the class is to give a goals
in the Bundesliga.
In Jamaica team. That me talk about. Them man, the class is to give a goals in the Jamaica team.
How much unseen? Stop it unseen. You brand the man an error-prone centre
in the most important games. He make errors.
Unseen.
In the most important games, he makes errors.
One game unseen. Come on, unseen.
It really matter.
Unseen, no bother with it, man.
No matter what you want to say.
The man was a starter in a top 5 league in Europe.
It really matter which part team they start. When he play for Jamaica, he's not good enough.
In a one game unseen, where the
man game, more than one game. More than one game, he make error. And some time he make the error, but he didn't get punished. But he still made the error.
Unseen. The man is one of the best centre backs available to the country. Stop it.
Oh, for you,
Michael Hector.
You're in a different country than Jamaica. So if you're a country.
All right.
Listen. All right. All I'm saying is that it's a new beginning. The next World Cup is 2026. All I'm suggesting is that for the rest of this year, whatever games we have, except for the competitive games like the Gold Cup, all I'm suggesting is that give Hector a look in. Give Amari Bell a look in. Maybe they are not good enough. But listen, I think what Hector did when he was at his best and at a good club, he never wavered on his commitment to Jamaica. I think he was not dealt with in the end, whether by his own doing. I don't think how we have parted with him is the best way. So I am saying there's a new coach, give him an opportunity. Maybe he will not be good enough, but please give him an opportunity. In the same way, I will come on here and say Ramon Howell deserves an opportunity. I cannot, at the same hand, say Amari Bell and Hector don't deserve an. Give them an opportunity.
Yeah,
give them a game, and if they fail, they can't complain.
At 20, the man picking up.
So
no, I'm not saying for this game.
Yeah, other games they will maybe get picked. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mannings. I know it's different positions, but Unseen is here advocating for Cardell Benbow, a JPL player, to make the squad over a player that was a starter in the Bundesliga, a
Over
top
which
5
player?
league
Over
in
which
the
player?
world.
Michael Hector in the team. So how me fi pick him? How me fi keep it Carl Bembo over Hector?
No, but you hear me say them not play the same position.
No.
That's what I said. No. I think you missed the point. Fly over your head, Ansi.
No, the point of ever made you tell lie for me, so I correct it.
Ansi, but just say me know are two different positions, Ansi.
No,
Ansi, you love yourself trouble.
No,
Ansi.
you said I am picking a JPL player over a man who play.
No, that's not what I said. No,
and that me hear no. So me hear wrong then.
Me know
All
your
right,
style
sorry.
in a Ansi.
I'm sorry. I heard wrong. I heard wrong.
Me know your style in a Ansi. I be then style you try bus pan Formula Sports when I jump on my live stream. Seen? So you can't go around my
Hold on the Ansi. Leonard Dewey is saying, Manning, what look in Manning's man? The team fly past Hector. All right, call back Davis. Which Davis? Paul T got Davis. Davis. I don't.
I think I'm Fabian Davis in attack.
Fabian, Leonard Dewey. Listen, your name on the walls at GC Foster College, brother. That's what I said. No, your names are on the wall. Come on, do better than that.
Hey. I am the man on the wall.
Yeah, you're the man on the wall at GC Foster.
Listen to me, I say, if we are going to depend on Hector now.
I never
right?
him up on the wall, He say him face the on the wall.
He face the on the wall.
Man on the wall.
If Paul are going to depend on Hector now. See?
It's not a matter depend on.
Right?
He can provide
with a serious problem. Serious.
It's not depend on Unseen. Let me ask you this. Marlon Martin deserve to get a look in?
Marlon Martin?
Yes, at Arnett Gardens.
Yeah,
Careful with answer though, because he's your friend, So
that's why I'm the answer. I'm going to say, yeah, you understand me? I have to think about it. I think, if now get the game over Ramon.
We never asked if he will get the game. I'm asking you, should the coach give him a look in? Yes or no?
Because he's performing. He's playing good at the stadium, bro.
So he should get a look in?
Yes. So
all right.
Maybe not this one, but later down.
This does not mean he will be in the team.
Right.
This does not mean he can make the 11 or the 18. But because of his performance in the JPL, you are saying that the coach should look at him.
Right.
So why can't the coach also look at Hector?
Because Hector have history of playing bad for Jamaica.
That is not true, Unseen. That is not. I rebuke in the name of Jesus. That is not true, Unseen. That is not true. Me, see Michael Hector.
But if I pick between Hector and Akas, I pick Hector though,
Me.
No, nobody go back down there. So
yeah, we're not. Anyway, Mr. Michael Hector plays CDM for Jamaica in a Copa America versus Uruguay. Ball Uruguay. Mr. Michael Hector do that. Play CDM for Jamaica, Copa America, ball Uruguay. Right? This man is a good utility player who can play both as a central defensive midfielder. Right? As a matter of fact, I see him play on occasions at CDM, whether the games that I saw him start as a centre back and then move him into
my people never say me right,
me not done talk. And then move him into the CDM role for Fulham this season, and he played well. So he's a very good squad player that can play multiple positions, and also him fit Paul Hall's system very well as a ball-playing, ball-carrying centre-back. Him deserve a chance.
Yeah. All right. Rob Smith. Rob Smith. You know we are brethren. But you see, at this one, we are go part ways. We're brethren. I will tell you why. Because remember, I am not saying that Hector will make the squad for the Nations League. I'm not saying that he is the ideal midfielder. All I'm saying is this, right? Because Paul Hall seemed to be giving players an opportunity to be on trial, quote unquote, or to look at them to see if they are part of his plan. All I'm saying is that how we dealt with Hector, both the football administrators and the public, based on his loyalty, personally, I don't think it was fair. And if the coach is looking at players I think he's one of the players that needs to get a look in. And if he's not good enough, fine. If he's slow, if it has passed him, then the coach will say, well, see, we looked at you, we tried you, and based on what we're doing going forward, I mean, we don't think you can be a part of it. I don't have no problem with that, but to just totally not. Yeah, go ahead and see.
But man, I know Paul problem that is the JF nobody deal with him good. I don't feel problem that right now. Right, he wasn't there. I don't feel problem that. Why I'm supposed to sympathize with him?
You know what's so crazy?
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, got you, money.
No, somebody was asking. This is Formula Sport Peep. Who is asking? Somebody was asking. Who had that question? Oh, Leonard Doing is asking what's the name of the big up Gina Tapper. And this, yeah, man, is what the name of the other host. This is the Formula Sports from the Formula Sports.
The one who likes to dig up the persons who are, over at the end to the winning part.
Oh God. But you see the thing though is, Manning, what's so crazy about my collector is that I've watched some of the few performances he has had for Fulham this season. And him play good. Him play really good. So I don't understand how them just fling him on the bench at Fulham and no business about him.
Good at championship, and when him go in Premier League in Tondongle.
And that's a fair argument. I can't wrong him for that thought there.
Dongle. That's who management wants to be.
But him go Bundesliga and did well. Let's not forget that.
Current
the
football,
second half has started for the people watching the game. The second half has started. Benbow is out the game. And Benbow is out. And
who is that?
Oh jeez. Name of the other person. But 2 substitution by Waterhouse.
Oh, Gray come on?
No, not Gray. Denardo.
Oh, Denardo is out on?
I think he's on as well. But Waterhouse made 2 substitutions, still 0-0. But go ahead, Famila.
Me did kind of surprised. Denardo kind of hasn't featured as much as I thought he would. I think he's a decent player in the JPL.
Yeah, I just think because he's older than Benbow.
Him that old? Me don't think him so old.
Of course. He's older than Benbow. Denardo is older than Benbow.
Okay. I never realized him so old. He's the older of the 2 brothers, right?
Yes.
And the other brother are around 24 or 25.
Yes,
or
I think there is 27. Denardo is around 27, 28.
Oh, there you go. So
Michael
that
makes
explains
better decision and makes more accurate passes than Damien Lowe. Unseen Topi. Topi went to the USL and couldn't cut it.
Rob Smith. you listen too much Formula Sports in Rob Smith. You listen too much Formula Sports.
Tennessee is not comparing where they are. You know the thing already. Jamaicans can't reach this so easy. So you can't use that. Unfair statement. You understand me I say? Sound like you're a show off now on the youth then.
All right, so let's leave the Hector thing. But like I said, I think it's a good enough squad. Giving some players an opportunity. I hope, that they really make a mark in this game. I hope they make a mark. I hope they really make a mark and make team selection difficult. I want like Kaim Paris. I want Blair Terragat to make a mark. Junior Fleming to come back with a new attitude now that he's going to League One. Make a mark. Akwasachang to make a mark. So that means when the Baileys and the Hectors and all the other players are there.
Which Hector?
Huh?
Which Hector?
Sorry, Antonio. Sorry, mistake. No, that's a mistake, man. That's right? I see. Winston says Hector is the best passing centre back we have right now. Only Ravel, I could say is better. Okay, Maggie, Chang, Talbot, Howell, Fleming, Zemeniz are all Jamaica College big baller. JC. Hey, how come some of Jamaica? Hey, listen, somebody in the JFF went to JC. Somebody in the JFF went to JC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 JC footballers. JC and more.
To be fair, there were no Mannings. They have been arguably the most prolific schoolboy team over the last decade, you know. To be fair.
Hey, can I call you back?
Hey, Ansin, where you going with, man?
Mannings, they kick him off a stream. You couldn't just mute him, man.
Yeah, we need a quarter. We need a quarter for JC. No more than 3 JC players. We need a quarter because JC is the new Cavaliers.
Man is one of a charge of the kick off a scream thing there.
JCFC.
Yeah, JCFC is the new Cavaliers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 JC player. Nobody do have a problem with that.
To be fair though, Mannings, them warrant being in and around this particular setup. To be fair.
No, man, I'm just kidding. I know that they did. Michael Garden. You know, I've been trying to lose in the middle again and we'll soon concede. They're not going, no, man. All right, look, if you look at the Waterhouse defense, you'll see that they're always in a back four. They defend very
organized.
That's one of the things I like about this coach. I think it's like you can, again, I say it to people, you can see that
very organized, man, is not.
Yeah, you understand me? Yeah, you can see that. And you can see that he has been coached by Neville Bell, how his team play. So that's why I say that. I mean, a lot of people think he can manage the under-20 job. I want to see him, right? I want to see him in it. And let me get a couple more comments. Pesa, me soon come to your comment. I don't know where you talk about it.
Mannings, sorry to cut your Mannings, but where is this team from? The team that they're playing, Atletico Villarreal. Where's that team from?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Yo.
I think they come second in the league.
Yeah, and the one that Cavaliers played today came first.
You see the Dam Rep League. You see the Dominican Republic. We need to be careful of that country, you know.
Sure.
That country. No, Unseen, stop it, man. Stop it, Unseen. Stop it. Right?
You soon say Suriname soon beat you, know.
Michael Gardner.
You think that?
You need to reach out to me, right? Remember you had suggested that you wanted to, yeah. You have some players that they can help if you're really interested. So you see the number, you can reach out to the number via text, and then we will give you the contact information. Rob Smith, I'm just IT push and Rob Smith, we're just kidding about the JC thing. Don't take it so serious. It's just a little joke, but what Peso, who throwing words now, Peso? Your platform turning a throw word. What kind of throw word? What throw word, Peso? If at the comment section you talk about Peso, we can't control that. You know, you're a moderator, so I hope you're not throwing a word. But I am not throwing any word, Peso. So I don't know who's throwing words. You were throwing words, Unseen?
No. I'm not typing in the comment section.
Unseen and the real though, you know. I don't know who I go beat who, you know. But what I do know is that there are some Caribbean teams that are coming. There are some Caribbean countries that are coming.
So they must come, man. Them have to come, you know. Them can't be Jamaica if they don't come good.
If we don't step up, if we don't pull up our socks and see if JFF don't pull up them socks, I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now we're struggling to make top 5 in the Caribbean. I know enough people are going to be shocked by me saying that, and are going to be, we formula talk about and you the youth and if you go sit on one side, right? In a business where no man wants to me, I go talk the truth and be real. some teams in
But
some
them team
nations
are not gonna
in
beat you though.
Caribbean.
Big up
And see,
Edpec.
they are coming.
Just try this
Them have
stream.
for come, them always a come, but them not beat you.
All right.
As Jamaica always Paul lead the thing down.
Man is man. In the U20, Shamar Nicholson was benched for JC players, even though Shamar Nicholson was playing in the JPL. We need a Jamaica College quota. People, Jamaica College people, this is just a joke. Don't take it serious, right? It's just a little banter. I think Eagle Republic, because Eagle Republic is from Cornwall College people, so that is why he believes that there's only one college, and it is Cornwall College. So let me just explain that to you. This is a Cornwall College JC thing, so don't take it too serious, all right? But what I will say, people don't remember that in that under-20 tournament, Shamar Nicholson was I think the top goal scorer for Jamaica, if memory serves me right, So people make it sound like he was a standout performer, or one of the most influential players,
Leslie, come on, man, is one.
Yeah, Leslie came on and Denardo. Benbow and I don't remember who came off, but I know Benbow came off.
Benbow tired.
Yeah. Sports. Giovanni comment about Southgate, please. Giovanni's comment about Southgate. Where is it? It's so many. Listen, the comments are move too fast, let me see. Giovanni comment about Southgate. Okay. It's on the JFF and Hall to ensure Omari stays around. English fans are already calling our recruitment of him aggressive. Southgate will be at his front door by morning. People, don't buy the narrative. I tell you already. Until you hear Omari Hutchinson's father, you will not realize how Jamaican they are. This is like a Leon Bailey. This is like a Leon Bailey Jamaican. Or a Raheem Sterling Jamaican. You understand me? This is the level. So it is not, I'm not saying that it's not possible that he could be, but I'll say that it's highly unlikely. Moulton got subbed. Yeah. And so they need to pull up their socks, their pants, and tie their leaves.
Lenward, I am saying that the other countries are improving at a much quicker pace than we are improving. That's what I'm saying.
You know that though. You know what is funny? That Waterhouse gonna win this, I hear, the other countries are improving, and I like what Lenward doing. He says Jamaica is going to improve.
Mannings, again, I will repeat. The other countries are improving at a much quicker pace than we are improving.
Hey,
plus, a lot of people don't realize these countries have huge diasporas in top nations as well.
Formula. But Formula, have you been tracking the quality of the academies that have started in Jamaica and the amount of them? The quality of them and the amount of them.
All right. So I know about quite a number of them. I know about Kingston Academy with the boss from the
Eric
Netherlands.
Makers.
Yeah.
You hear what Vallejo Academy is doing?
Phoenix.
There's Phoenix, you have Vallejo.
Mm-hmm.
You have the one that is connected to Portmore United and Clarendon over Portmore.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You also have Genesis in Manchester. You have two academies, big academies. One run by Winston Bunny Griffith, the other one by the same Lee Craft Letman.
So all right. So not talk about my one.
Yeah.
They must tell me things that people. They must listen to
No, didn't I start out first by introducing you as a man?
Yeah, but this one I get the big up. They might get the big up and me not get the big up.
All right,
make sure.
You have El Futuro.
No, man, this man must say last but not least. Come on.
No, I'm gonna reach here, so we're saving the best for last.
All right, save mine for last then.
No, man, just forget El Futuro, man.
You have Omar Daly's Academy up and running as well, doing very well down there. You also have Mount Pleasant, and of course you have the big the Joga Bonito in Portmore and Clarendon. You have MRC, and these are these are quality academies.
Quality is relative, Mannings. Quality is relative. You know who is partnering up in Curacao? You know which big club is going to Curacao?
Ajax.
Thank you very much.
So let me say this to you, but Famila,
Kingston Academy, right? Have the level of expertise like a Ajax.
But Famila, what Famila?
You have top youth coaches
Famila, but
in
let me
Ajax
give you
going to Curacao.
Famila, let me give you the scoop. Let me give you the scoop. The academies in Jamaica have major European working with them. The names that I've called: Genesis, Mount Pleasant, the one in Montego Bay with the Germans. May I tell you that Phoenix have that as well.
So I know about.
Ballers Academy have that. Ballers.
All right, hold on. All right, so we know about.
And El Futuro soon have that too. So easy.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right, cool, man. All right. So first of all, Ajax is one of the Ajax Youth Academy is one of the top youth academies in the entire world.
But they're not just working in Curacao, they are working
Wally Downs at Mount Pleasant, Eric Radamaikas, I think is how you pronounce him.
Radamakers, yeah.
At Kingston. These are individuals who have accomplishments, right? And are exposed to what is taking place over there in Europe, right? But they don't have the pedigree of the youth coaches at an Ajax.
What are you talking about, Famila? What I'm saying to you, Famila, is what you are saying is that, like Valio is in Portugal as well. They have an academy in Portugal. They are coming to Jamaica. They have the competition going on. The same kind of thing that the clubs over there at that level is. They are coming to bring it here. Same thing with Eric. Eric has a connection with Ajax. It may not be to the same level of Curacao, but they have it. Mount Pleasant is establishing something with Chelsea.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Ask him a question,
because connection with Ajax, and actually have youth coaches of that pedigree is two different things. One. Now, what I was saying, I never said, that these countries were going to be beating Jamaica 10 years from now. What I was saying is that Jamaica is going to be struggling to make top 5 and in the Caribbean.
Based on what, though, Famila? And qualify a statement. Based on what?
Because of the diaspora that these, and by the way, as before I qualified, I was saying that unless we in Jamaica draw up our socks, that is what I was saying. Unless we draw up our socks, we are going to be struggling to make top 5 in the Caribbean. Now, qualifying my statement by saying that these countries like a Suriname, like a Curacao, like a Dominican Republic, one, they have huge diasporas in top footballing nations as well. Case in point, when you look at the Eredivisie rosters in the Dutch First Division, there are so many players on basically almost, if not all, of the Eredivisie teams that are eligible to represent Suriname. Some of them are captaining their respective Eredivisie squads in the Netherlands. Plus, these people are moving far more aggressively than Jamaica.
Listen, Famila, listen. You're saying a lot of good. No, Famila, but what I'm saying though, because you're saying so much, we have to slow it down. So let me give you some history. When Jamaica played Martinique in the Caribbean, in the Shell Cup finals, from that time, Martinique had a team of people playing all over the world. And Jamaicans who were local based, they were in the top leagues because Martinique is one of those French colonies or what you want to call it. Same thing like Guadeloupe. And from the very beginning, not just now, the Guadeloupe teams, in fact, play in the knockout competition that is played in France. The France coaches come over into Guadeloupe. That is how Freddie Butler was able to leave from the league in Guadeloupe and make it to the top tier in France. He was playing in the knockout competition. So let me give you this. It is not a new phenomenon that all of these places have always had, because, listen,
I'm not talking about Martinique and Guadeloupe,
I am giving you all of them. One of them, man.
Mannings, you cannot dispute the fact that Curacao, Suriname, and the Dominican Republic are aggressively...
But I'm going to give you Curacao. I'm going to give you Curacao. I'm giving you all of them. Suriname and Curacao, all of these teams, back in the 1998, coming up in the 2000s, their leagues were really same in the Dutch league, where all of those players used to go and come.
But Mannings, hold on, Mannings.
Yeah.
With the greatest of respect, you're being a little bit disingenuous with the greatest of respect, right?
Go ahead.
Curacao is far more, Curacao, Suriname, and the Dom Rep, for example, are far more aggressive in their pursuit of these overseas players,
give me the facts.
Eligible players.
Here's what I want you to do.
Than they were 10, 15 years ago.
Formula.
That's facts. That's facts, man.
So, formula.
That's facts.
One on a man. Here's what I want you to do, because here's the thing. What I tell you, I can tell you. I can call people now who are playing in those leagues. What I want you to do, because we're going to prove to the people, you know. I want you to prove to me that their recruitment now is far more than what it was 15 years ago.
But Mannings, you see,
bring the facts.
Mannings, you see the results.
What is the result?
Was never.
What result?
What Mannings? What are you talking?
When you ever see so much result?
Mannings, hold on.
Let him talk. Because go ahead, fam. Let Famila talk. Leave him. Make him talk and see.
Mannings, when have we seen so much quality in the Curacao ranks? When have we seen so much quality in the Suriname ranks?
When have you seen a Mikel Antonio play for Jamaica? When before this you have seen a top player? What
Mannings, and that is fear. And what I said again is, I don't think you got what I said from minute one, you know. I said that if Jamaica does not pull up our socks, we are going to be struggling. That is what I said. The fact that we get a
Mikel Antonio, you just said it, that we need to, you like the aggression, because we just get a 17-year-old. You spoke about it.
Yes.
From one of the top clubs, top prospect, wanted by England. Right? Before this, we had a Ethan Pinnock, top quality player.
No. Ethan Pinnock was a championship player when he signed up for Jamaica. It wasn't uncommon for championship players to represent Jamaica.
So a championship player is not a top player.
No, I am saying it is not uncommon. We have seen that for many years. Championship players
I didn't talk about
Jamaica.
the level he played at. I said that we got a top player in Ethan Pinnock.
But it is not uncommon for top championship players to represent Jamaica.
He was a top player in the
championship to it.
He's a top player. Hold on.
Why are you adding championship to it?
Isn't he a top player?
Hold on.
Yes or no?
He's a top player now. When he signed up for Jamaica,
he was a top player
in the championship.
No.
That was not uncommon for Jamaica to have players who were top quality in the championship.
Hear what I just said, Famila. Hold on. You just said he was a top championship player, but now that he's in the Premier League, he's a top player.
He's a different level now. That's facts.
No, don't change the narrative. So let me ask you. Hold on.
Mannings, you were speaking about Ethan Pinnock as a, when you said top player, right? What you were saying was basically that he was a top quality player. You were speaking as if he was, you were trying to say basically, you were speaking about what he is now and saying that that was the quality that signed up initially to Jamaica. What Pinnock is now was when he signed up initially for Jamaica, he was not this quality.
hold
He
on,
was not
formula.
at this level.
How long, follow Miss Formula, when Ethan Pinnock played his first game for Jamaica, where was Brentford? What place was Brentford?
They were in third, if memory serves right, in the championship.
And a good run. And watch this. Leading up to that, Pinnock was being voted as a defender. Top, I think defender of the month or defender of the week.
True.
So he was not a top championship. He was a top defender.
The championship, Rob Smith, yes. The championship
Has he improved?
is
Yes.
top 8 league. The championship is a top 8 league in the world, in my humble opinion. But I wanted to clarify that Ethan Pinnock, because Mannings was speaking as if he was a top quality Premier League sort of a player. And I just wanted to make that clarification.
Listen, Formula.
Not
Are you mean Formula man was a Premier League quality player? So a player, hold on, Formula. Are you suggesting to me?
In the Premier League, he never played in a Premier League games,
so
Mannings.
Exactly. His balls are.
You can't say he was a top quality Premier League player.
Formula. You know, say Formula. You got Formula. What are they? Formula. Are you saying if a player don't play in the Premier League, he's not a Premier League level player?
Mannings, you
no,
cannot
I just answer the question. I just want to know that.
I am answering your question. You cannot sit here and say conclusively that Pinnock was a Premier League quality player. You can say you think that
man
is good enough to put it at that level.
One is man.
Hold on the unseen. Hold on the unseen. All right. I'm going to give you what I say. I am not going to say he is a Premier League player. So let me ask you the question I am asking you. Right? A player who is a Premier League level player must be playing in the Premier League. That's what I want to find out.
Mannings. To call a player a Premier League quality player, the player would have had to have played in the Premier League and proven himself to be a Premier League quality player. Ethan Pinnock had not played in the Premier League when he signed up for Jamaica. You cannot say conclusively that he was a Premier League quality player.
So let me ask you a question.
You can say you think that the player has the ability to put it in the Premier.
All right, fine. I hear you. Is Manchester City just signed a player? Is he a Premier League level player?
Who that?
Haaland. Yeah.
Mannings.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
No, you have to answer the question and see now you talk over me and see. That me not even go answer him question, you know. Me go slaughter him question. See? Mannings, the Bundesliga is a top 5 league in the world. Right? There are Bundesliga clubs that are many Bundesliga clubs that are Premier League quality clubs. The Championship and the Prem are 2 different levels. So you can say that a player who has starred in the Bundesliga is good enough to play in the Premier League, because a lot of teams in the Bundesliga are of a Premier League quality, because the Bundesliga is a top 5, one of the best leagues in the world. Players who star up the Bundesliga are world class. Haaland is world class. So obviously a world class player can play in the Premier League. The Prem and the Championship are 2 different levels.
So let me you see a killer point. So the Championship is rated 8. According to you, the Bundesliga is in the top 5. All right. I'm going to take you to leagues outside. Where did Diaz from Liverpool come from?
Diaz came from Portugal.
All right.
Where did Cristiano come from?
No man.
Portugal.
No, family. Let's go slow now. So Diaz came from Portugal. When he was playing in the Portuguese league, is he a Premier League level player?
You could not say that at that point in time. You couldn't say that at that point in time. You can say that now.
Oh, so only when you see a player that's what I'm saying to you. What you're saying is the only way. I don't understand. You're saying that the only way
because the Portuguese league is not a top 5 league in the world.
And you can't say that you can say Alan is going to be.
But do you know that? Do you know that Ethan Pinnock was the best defender in the championship?
He was one of. He did make the team of the year, to be fair.
All right. And so the best defender in the 8th best league in the world is not the quality of the Premier League when his team even qualified. So he didn't become that until he get in there. If you're saying
Mannings,
to me
you
that he
cannot
improved,
say Mannings. But here's where I would agree with you,
Ethan
no,
Pinnock, Formula, hold on. Ethan Pinnock in the championship was wanted by clubs in the Premier League.
True.
Same thing with Ivan Toney.
True.
Why?
Because those clubs felt as if these players could make the jump. Mannings, I would agree with you if you said that you thought at that time that Pinnock was good enough to play in the Prem. But when you sit here conclusively and say that from Pinnock was in the championship, you knew conclusively that this was a Premier League quality player. You cannot say that.
No, Formula. You're saying a whole lot of things that I never said to you.
Mannings, oh God, man, no, Mannings, don't do that to me, Mannings. You said those things, Mannings.
I said, Formula.
Mannings, I asked you, I made that distinction a long time ago earlier in the conversation, between what you think and what you're conclusively saying.
Formula, I said to you, I am sitting here conclusively and saying to you that Ethan Pinnock, that's what you're saying, no? You said, I said to you conclusively.
I asked you.
What you asked me?
I made that distinction very early in the argument.
What you asked?
I made that distinction very early in the discussion when I said the difference between conclusively saying and you saying that you think the player can do it. I made that distinction very early.
Let me say it to you again.
Argument.
Let me say it to you again, Formula. A man don't need to play in the Premier League to be at the level of the Premier League, because here's how the argument started. You said, here's how the argument started. You said, Formula. Here's what you said. You said that Ethan Pinnock was I said that Ethan Pinnock was a quality player. You said Ethan Pinnock was a championship quality player. I ask you why you put championship to it. Because if the player is a good player, why you put championship to it? Because the Premier League don't make you good. It makes you better. The league don't make you good.
No,
Karim Paris. And listen, let me give you this. Karim Paris is a Premier League level player.
May I make Formula Course here?
English Premier League? No, man, you're joking.
May I make Formula
Karim Paris is a Premier League level player. Shamar Nicholson is a Premier League level player.
He is
of course.
Shamar Nicholson is good enough to make a Premier League roster. True.
So
that I agree with.
Karim Paris can make a Premier League team.
Rasta.
I don't know if I agree with
Bowser can play in a Premier League side now. Start to.
No, man, Jairus, I see the pre in Jairus. Don't worry yourself, man. I see the pre, man.
What kind of pre? No, nobody pull the first one.
Paris can be in the Premier League team right now.
Paris can start for which Premier League team and see.
And by which Premier League team?
Joking and see. Paris, he has the potential to do it.
Hold on.
Right now.
I'll be a thing going with
right now, and
Formula.
You're joking. You think Slovenian League and Premier League in the same stratosphere? Me watch Paris and Slovenia, you know.
Formula. Let me Formula.
Not for them man, they are English league.
Hold on. Because here's the thing. You see, Formula. Here's the thing, Formula. I now got a conversation with you. Really, hold on, let me stick to this. Because listen.
You make a move quick and fast.
No, man, I not make a call. Guess a brother. You see me have the conversation, it will go descend. You know, some things I don't want to channel go down this.
A good wholesome debate, man. A good wholesome debate.
Make change the conversation.
We have mutual respect with each other.
No, man, because if you're going to tell me that Shamar Nicholson, first you said Shamar Nicholson can make a roster. You're telling me that Shamar Nicholson can't make no Premier League side, he can't make the roster, but he can't make no starting 11.
No, there
That's
are.
what you said, brother.
And somebody want to buy him. Newcastle they want him.
You are telling me that Karim Paris can't make Norwich side, brother. Yeah, that you are telling me.
He can probably make the roster.
Don't.
Hold on. Manning, can I ask that question? Have you seen Karim Paris in Slovenia play?
Brother, you can't tell me nothing but listen. If you want to tell me say the league bad, tell me say the league. Cause hear what you're gonna tell me now. This is what you're gonna tell me that a team is bad. So the league is bad, you know. So fine. So the league is bad.
I never said the league was
it's
bad.
A zero
it's
league
a
in my
decent
player.
league.
The league is no man. Me will give you that.
Decent league.
The league is irrelevant. No man, in a decent, it's irrelevant. It's an irrelevant league.
Formula.
It's a relevant league. So the relevant league is the Premier League. Because that is where a player needs to go and prove himself.
It's the best league in the world. I never said a player
Premier
needs
League
to
is the
prove
best.
himself.
Yes,
It's the best league.
Premier
It's
League
widely
is the best league in the world.
recognized.
You want me to give you players who never played? Is where did Gabriel Martinelli come from?
Brazil, I think.
Brazil.
Yeah, but Brazil League is a top quality league. It's the best league in the Western Hemisphere, Mannings. The Slovenian League to the Brazilian League are two different levels.
You know where Koscielny came from to start in Arsenal team?
Mannings, Brazilian League is miles ahead of the Slovenian.
Came from to start?
Mannings, the Slovenian League is a decent league, but it is one of the lower leagues in Europe. The Slovenian League and the Premier League is worlds apart. Stratospheres and galaxies apart.
Family, you know, you couldn't be a scout though.
This
man, unseen. What I am saying to you, I could be a damn good scout. What I'm saying to you,
unseen. Watch out, Formula.
Paris has the potential.
Formula, me I go mute. Watch out, brother. That's why I don't want to go down, sir. Cause watch this. I go run my channel, brother. I don't want, because you have some persons that as long as they're talking about the Jamaican ballers, they're going to be disrespectful. Me no want Formula. Me no want have the. I don't want to have it on my platform. Them take it somewhere else. Some man believe that no Jamaican ball and no good and can't play in England. That are their opinion. We now go have the conversation. Me and you are going to have a different opinion. There are some people believe that the players are not good enough. Make we leave the conversation. You believe that him couldn't make any Premier League roster, and some of the other people believe that.
No, there's the potential to do.
A man said family so like another bad art in Jamaica.
So make we leave the conversation. Make we a nil between Waterhouse and the thing. Make we leave the conversation.
Man, I just one thing with the family still. Then couldn't be a scout. Couldn't be a scout. And you see the moment I start to go down in the coaching world, like a change your perspective.
No, man, no, unseen. I'll be a try hype on me with the deal.
No, I'm not hype, you know. It's just that man is a coach, right? Listen how the coach talk. Listen how the coach them talk on the platform. You see the difference.
So wait, what you said to me? So I don't know nothing about football.
No, I'm not saying that. All right, I'm saying that person who don't really understand certain things in coaching, they hold a certain thinking and a mindset towards players.
What I will say to you is that far better players that are proven at a much higher level than Paris, has gone to the Prem and has flopped.
So let me ask the next question now. All right, how much time a German player go England and the first season then perform and be a world beater? You just said something they are world class player, you know, and him can go there go mash up everything, you know. What name? Alan.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, you said that, you know. So answer that question, you know. How much time a German player go England and dominate? Name them.
There have been those that
Formula, hold on before you come in there. Formula. I've been at the backstage of this there. Alright. So I'd say he's a coach, but he's a coach. Well, he's a manager, so he's not a coach. But I agree with Mannings that it is best if we end the conversation right now. Because I don't know what I said no more, but I think it's best if we end the conversation there. That's all I will say. Because you see, the thing is, though the persons on the panel, we have a level of respect and a level of understanding for the things they will say and, you know, whatever, and people have their own opinion and thing.
Money in the comment section.
Not necessarily comment section, it's just that everybody have a different viewpoint, something, and maybe next time the video I watch and something totally different from where anybody on the panel or people in the comment section, the opinion that them have, it become Chinese telephone. And that me say to, I think last time we did on the stream, I me say to CC say, sometimes you say some things and a man, because last time I say something And by the time I'm looking at the comment section, a man says something totally
Money
different
want
from what
to
me say.
can. Money want to can.
You get me? I say, a man say, yeah, but and me think the only reason why that happens is because somebody interpret me say in a total different way from what me mean it or what me say actually. You get me? So I kind of agree with Mannings what him say.
Yeah, man. I think
The
we're
conversation
supposed
a
to leave
different
it
level.
because there's not going to be any consensus as long as you mention a Jamaican player, brother. You know it go down apart, and that is
But
just the reason.
Mannings, you can manage and run your program, to
No,
a level where you can
yeah, man.
let
Listen, that's why I don't
your
want to go down
viewers
there because we not read.
know
It's not
that they
something we
need to
need.
be
Listen,
responsible.
there are people, brother. Because listen, that's why a lot of the comments them, I not really follow them, But watch this. Like we leave the conversation because there are people. No matter what you say, if a youth is Jamaican, they are not good enough, and that is it. That are their opinion. I mean, say them have a right. Quiet, family.
I want money. I want to make it clear. Just to make my position clear, I'm
Me
not
never
say
that.
I have a lot of time for Paris.
Yeah.
I have a lot of time for Paris. That's why I watched the player in Slovenia. He has tremendous potential.
To do what?
Tremendous.
To do
To
what?
do what?
To become a starting player in a top 5 league in the world and in Europe.
When?
Not right now.
Oh,
When?
Let me ask you when.
Well, for me personally, I would love to see him make another step to a level like the Austrian Bundesliga or the Belgian Pro League or one of those leagues that is at another level to the Slovenian league, right? Right now, he has so he can stay there. Depends on how quickly, right, he gets to a level where he's dominating in one of those leagues. Then I will say he is ready for a top 5 league in Europe.
Let me ask you a quick. I mean, you know Ashley Barnes plays for Burnley. You think Ashley Barnes can make a top 5 league if he is? You think any club, any of the other top 10 clubs would buy Ashley Barnes from Burnley based on what you have seen?
Probably. I mean, he
One
has
is
been
remember Ashley Barnes are English too, I think so.
He has been at Burnley for a while, and Burnley has been in the Prem for a while.
Yo, family, let me say something to you.
Move on from that. Because if I'm not changing point.
No, we have to move on, but hold on.
Why me have to change my point? Why you can't change your point? Why are you right and me wrong?
No, me don't want to change your point. Me don't want to change your point. What I'm going to say is, hold on. You see, from the start, follow up the reggae boy thing. Like, when we start get the players them from overseas and stuff like that, especially in a recent time, brother. Can tell you this. Me nah say nothing. I mean, I compare JPL or USL or MLS or whatever to English league or whatever, brother. But because someone come play for the team or play in some league, and me say to be a fear to them, I want to watch the league. Virgin, I watch some football in some league with some team, brother. The only reason why I watch it till I call 90 minutes is because a Jamaican play. And I want to see him, brother. Some of the league, them of the man them hype up, or somebody, they think them virgin, they think them hard to watch, brother. Equally, sometimes I watch some JPL or some MLS or some USL, and they're hard to watch too.
English league too, hard to watch.
In every league where you go have teams where poor, players are poor, coaching where poor, and it's kind of difficult to quantify the coaching in terms of how you look at coaching from our league and other leagues overseas, because maybe the reason why you don't realize the poor coaching in a lot of the leagues them are because we not pay that much attention to them like we pay attention to our leagues. So like if JPL play, most of the man we know, like Umberland or Waterhouse or Mullines or Arnett or whichever, then we know a team them, know a player them, and you can basically say, oh, no, coach, I don't know do or whatever. But if you really sit down and penny somebody in the league that, in England or some other place or Austria or wherever they league them play, you sit down and penny them, brother, you realize, yo, some of them coaches, them have badge and thing, but you question the decisions that they make or the things that them do.
Man. Our brand. This is how I can't agree with Formula now, right? Because Formula are gonna use the whole entire English league, and so it means all the teams in England that Karim Paris or Bowser cannot make those teams, or
Hold on, I
they
never
hold
said
on,
that.
or they
I
can
never said
make
that
the roster,
Never.
but they're not a starting player. So I'm saying, how can you make that assumption, something like that? And most of the teams there, some of the players are not better than them. You're not better than Bowser, and you're not better
No,
than
but
Paris.
unseen. No, but unseen. I kind of share Formula view to an extent with Paris. I tell you, and I know Paris very well. But me understand Formula perspective in that he must say Slovenian league is basically like the tip of the iceberg in a Europe, basically where he must say. So he must say, even though Paris dominate a league there, he would want to see him go a level up. So like how Bowser play Slovenian league, dominate or do fairly well. I not say dominate. I think he's gonna hold it goal, but he do well enough. The people see him ability. He moved to Belgium. He spent 2 seasons in Belgium, and him do well in another league there. And then a team in Russia pick him up. Granted, me probably would expect him to go to Russia, but Russian league based on all them play the Champions League and whatever is a step up. And him got here, so him have a good season thus far. So you can understand why Formula now say, yeah, probably Bowser would can go have a stronger case to make an English league team. I mean, not talk about Norwich or a team that fight relegation. Just say a team where mid-table there or thereabout. Now, I mean, understand why you must say about Paris now, because Paris only play in the league that is a tip of the iceberg. And maybe him have the ability to go in a Premier League team and play it and get the opportunity, But me understand what he must say, like he must say, off the top of it, him not really see a team in England at a level they are going to take Paris and alone to just walk in. So me understand the perspective.
This is what I'm going to say to you now.
Understand the perspective.
I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this. Most of we know the difficulties of our players to get in the UK. All right. So most of the time is not because of we're going to different teams and so, because that's the way forward to get into the UK. All of us, most of our players want to go in the UK and play. But all right, remember the stipulation. We have to have this amount of cap, and it now happen. Some of them players now get the cap, so they have to go on the next route to get the cap, so them can get get the buy for going to the UK.
Unseen. You're talking as if a ton load of players from Jamaica.
I'm not talking
about the English Premier League.
I'm not talking about no ton load. I'm talking about the 2 players that are
Which 2 players?
Karim Price and Bowser, who is moving from teams to teams because of their performance, good performance.
Unseen.
I'm gonna finish now.
Unseen.
So you are talking about ton load of players. Me I tell you, so the system is, if the system, all right, if we rank lower, and it was easier for us to get in UK, a lot of these players would not have to jump from team to team to go in the UK. That's all I'm going to say.
Unseen. No team in the English Premier League, regardless of where Jamaica is ranked, right? No team in the English Premier League would buy Karim Paris right now. Me can tell you that. Me can give me a Bible.
No,
not right now.
Here's what I'm saying.
2 years from now, after I'm down to Belgium, yes.
Formula. Listen, here's the problem we're having. A club buying a person is not what determines. It's not the only determining factor in the quality of the player.
Mannings, I never said that. I'm just responding to Unseen's point.
Let me say it, because this conversation started from you saying really that Ethan Pinnock was not a Premier League level player.
Yeah.
And he became a Premier League level player when he got to the Premier League.
And proved himself a Premier League
I am saying to you, Formula, that there are players who are Premier League level player who have not yet played in the Premier League.
I agree, but you cannot conclusively say that they are Premier League level players because they are
But you
not
cannot
proven at
conclusively
that
say they are
level.
not.
Hey, you might fix up
And
some
I agree.
mirrors.
I agree.
We're gymnastic.
I agree. It's not
formula
about
user.
word gymnastics. It's about nuance, unseen, and understanding
You
nuance.
move too smart now, man.
Unseen is one thing when you say a Bundesliga player is good enough to play in the Prem. That's a different thing entirely, right?
Is
To
a
say
championship.
that a Slovenian player or a championship
All right.
player
Do you know?
is good enough to play in the Prem?
Let me give you this, family. Let me give you some players. Hold on. Do you know that Ben Rahim was bought from the championship?
Mannings, I can give you a ton load of players bought from the championship.
So
and flop.
just work with the point I'm making. The point just work with the point I'm making, because this is what you're missing, you know, I believe. The fact that a player is not playing in the English Premier League does not constitute that they're not an English Premier League level player. Because that's where the conversation started. Because
Mannings,
you were making you were talking about how the other nations are making play. I brought up Mikel Antonio. I brought up Omari Hutchinson, who has not played a Premier League game, though he has been in a Premier League roster. And then I brought up Ethan Pinnock. And your point with Ethan Pinnock is that when we called up Ethan Pinnock, he was not a Premier League level player, which is a question of the man quality. And I'm saying to you, Ethan Pinnock was one of the top defenders in the championship and very instrumental in his team reaching there. So the reason why he wasn't in the Premier League could be maybe that team never saw him, never spotted the talent.
I agree, Mannings.
Wasn't there.
Mannings, I agree with you in a Mannings. I am not saying that Ethan Pinnock was not a Premier League level player when he was in the championship. What I am saying is that you cannot conclusively say that the player was a Premier League quality player because he had not played and proven himself at that level.
No, what I'm saying is what I am saying. No, Formula. You are that's what I'm saying to you, Formula, is that you when a person is looking at, he goes to Brazil, he goes to the championship, and he sees Ivan Toney. Arsenal wanted to buy Ivan Toney. It is because Arsenal believes that Ivan Toney is a Premier League level player. So he has
believe the key word, believe. They think he can cut it in the Prem, but they don't know for sure. They are taking a risk.
But what I'm saying to you, nobody knows that any player at all, even Haaland, nobody knows what he's going to do.
I agree.
So
especially with the history of German players.
Hold on. So that is why when I brought up Ethan Pinnock, you should not have added championship. Because wherever you come from in the world, it don't matter. Wherever you come from in the world, there is nothing that can conclusively say that you're going to perform well in the Premier League. Nothing.
Mannings, I said championship because I was saying that Ethan Pinnock was a championship proven player. He was proven at that level when he signed up for Jamaica. You know what that argument is saying, man? Basically, you are basically saying that we could take up the best player out of the JPL and say that there's all the possibility in the world. Them can cut it in the Prem.
How you get to that?
But that's what you're saying. You are saying that because a player has not played in the Premier League, you are saying that you cannot say a player can't cut it in the Prem because they have not played in the Prem.
Let me give you my answer. Right now in Jamaica, I don't see a player that can play in the EPL. None.
But some of the EPL players can play in La Liga.
Let me tell you this. I don't see no player in the present Premier League in Jamaica. Probably I would go back to probably since the Jermaine Johnson record. I don't see a player in the local league that can make it. I even go as far as that right now, I don't see any player in the local league can even play in MLS, in my humble opinion. So that is not the point I'm making.
Okay.
That is not the point I'm making. I am saying to you that I can see a talent in Brazil playing in the third tier and look at that talent who has not played in the Premier League and said that is a Premier League level player.
Yeah, man.
That's what I can go to Ghana and see a player and look at him and say that player can
Manage,
make it. That's a Premier League level player.
Let me get
You
a
can
story,
say
man.
that
Hold
you
on,
think
hold on,
that
hold on, let me
player
get a story.
could do it in the Prem, but you cannot
hold
label
on.
him a
So
Prem
what? Then
quality
scouts
player.
are a waste of time.
Mannings, you're missing the
But that,
Mannings. There is hold on.
Let me get
There
the
is
point.
nothing
All right,
wrong.
hold on.
Hold on.
CC,
There
go
is
ahead.
nothing wrong. 1 second, CC. Let me just down that point. There's nothing wrong with a scout seeing Gabriel Jesus in Brazil and saying, you know what? What I'm seeing this player doing in Brazil, he looks as if he could do a good job in the Prem. There's nothing, scouts do that all the time. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, right? We can see players outside at a lower level outside of the Prem and say there is a possibility they could cut it in the Prem based on what we're seeing. What I am objecting to is conclusively seeing a player that is playing at a lower level. Fine, you see a player in the Bundesliga, you say he can cut it in the Prem. He's a Premier League quality player. Me not have an issue with that because there are not the Bundesliga is not far off the Prem, right? But to see a player at a lower level, a level below the Prem, and say that that player conclusively is a Premier League quality player, and he has not been proven in the Premier League, and he's proven at a far lower league than the Premier League, we can't agree with that.
So we can't.
Go ahead, CC, make a point. CC. Oh, CC seemed to be frozen.
For my time.
Yeah, I don't know if, but
I don't. We can't understand formula reason.
I think no, man. I understand what
But me
formula
not
is saying.
understand your reasoning. It's hard to understand.
All formula is saying is that he cannot conclusively say. All right.
But nobody can conclusively.
What I am saying though is that there is no player that there is conclusive proof, whether they are coming from Spain, whether they are coming from Italy, wherever they are coming from, there is no conclusive proof that they will perform in the Premier League, the number one league in the world presently. There's none. However, listen, I can say, when I look at that player has the quality to go in the Premier League and do well right now.
Well, man, it's question.
How do you? But you cannot label him a Premier League quality player. That's where you and I disagree.
But yes, but it's a Premier League. That's how I see.
But he hasn't proven it in the Premier League at a lower level.
Let CC go. Let CC go. Go ahead, CC.
Me I said this, the man, oh, you're wrong, the Premier League. Number one, to be honest, I'm wondering if the Premier League is actually the number one league in the world or it is the richest league in the world. Because there's a difference, you know. Because if you look at the Champions League, then I look from probably the last 10 champions. Premier League don't have 5. Premier League don't have 5, you know. The Premier League has more money than any other league in the world. So then we have to probably put that into context. But anyway, I'm not talking. To me, I say, man, it's Erling Haaland. You're not sure. Yes, we're not sure. But to me, Erling Haaland look like he's around 7 foot, 210 pounds. I can't see a defender in the Premier League stopping him from scoring. The man bigger than Van Dijk. The man bigger than Van Dijk, man. Me not see one defender in the league stop this little boy from score. May I tell you, I would be surprised if this Norwegian prodigy no stuff couple goal in the back of net. If he not score 25 goal next season, me surprised.
But thanks, Freedom Vlog. Thanks for the super chat. He said he's just pointing out that Martinelli signed for Arsenal from the 4th tier of the Brazilian league. The 4th tier. Koscielny came from the second tier of the French league. But somebody said he had the potential to be a starter at Arsenal. Olivier Giroud.
And N'Golo Kante.
Mannings, I agree. My argument is not Mannings. I don't think you guys getting my argument now. I am not saying Mannings. You could see a Gabriel Jesus in the Brazil league and say that player has the potential to do it where you could take a risk and bring him in. I agree totally. Scouts do it all the time, but you cannot label Gabriel at that point in time, even though you say Jesus had the potential to cut it in the Prem. You could not label him a Premier League quality player because he was not proven at that level as yet.
But there is something called eye test.
Hold on.
There's something called the eye test.
And the eye test identifies his potential to do it.
Is Timo Werner?
And you can label him.
Is Timo Werner a Premier League level player?
Of course he is.
So based on his form in the Bundesliga and his form in the Premier League, has he struggled?
Yes, that is true, but he's still a Premier League quality player, even though he has struggled at Chelsea.
Based on what?
Based on what he did, one, at Leipzig, and two, what he's doing at Chelsea.
What has he done at Chelsea? He has failed miserably at Chelsea.
Hold on. And that could be for a number of different reasons, right? But what I am saying is that the player, while he is not performing at his optimum best at Chelsea, he is still good enough to play at the Premier League level. That is facts. You know, act like I said, this man has not had good games in the Premier.
All right. So because and you would agree that Leon Bailey is a Premier League level player.
I think he has the potential.
So Timo Werner has proven, but Leon Bailey has potential.
Leon Bailey, hold on. I think that Leon Bailey has the potential to do it in the Prem. And you know what? I'll take it a step further. He is a Premier League quality player because he.
Thank you.
That's change him out now because they want to back him now.
It's not about changing mouth and see. When I think about it more, I agree with that particular comparison, right? Leon Bailey would have starred up the German Bundesliga, right? That is a top 5 league in Europe, which is not far off the English Premier League. So yes, I will give you that. I could look at Leon Bailey in the Bundesliga, which is on a similar level to the Premier League, and say that he was a Premier League quality player because he starred up the Bundesliga. What I'm talking about is players starring up a level that is below the Prem, below the level of the Prem. The Bundesliga is not below the level of the Prem. It is on a similar level.
Given what you saw from Ivan Toney in League One, in the Championship, you didn't know or didn't believe that Ivan Toney was a champion, a Premier League level player before he got there.
I believe that the player. But I said it on my own channel. I did videos. I believe that if you put this player in the Premier League, he would do well. But I would not go on my. I believe that if you took Ivan Toney out of the Championship, which eventually happened, and placed him in the Prem, he could do well in the Prem and be a Premier League level player. But I would never at that time conclusively say and conclusively label the player a Premier League quality player because he had not proven it at that level. He had proven himself at a level below the Premier League.
Formula, it's opinionated. So I will say, so I will pick a player. So Ivan Toney, because I believe that Ivan Toney is a Premier League player.
No, that is really answered because he has proven himself. See, I don't know if go ahead, Ansin. I don't know if I can use that.
Or can I use him then?
I'm sorry. Somebody's asking if Paris was in Belgium before he went to Slovenia. No, he wasn't in Belgium.
No, he wasn't. He went to Domzale from Cavaliers.
Yeah.
And then went to Krka he went to Domzale in Slovenia.
And
then to Krka in Slovenia. Then to Kappa in Slovenia. He hasn't played outside of Slovenia and Jamaica.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Unseen. Sorry.
All right. So you say we can use Toney. I'm gonna want to use Paris and then play. Because it will cost probably. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Formula. Do you think that there are Premier players in the Premier League now who are not Premier League level players?
You would have some players that, for instance, can make the match day squad of a Norwich that would not be Premier League level players. For sure, that could not. That when I say Premier League level, I mean players who are able to be competitive in a playing scenario in the Premier League. Boza could do that. Could. Not Paris. Not Paris right now, anyways.
No, man. What I'm saying is that in the Premier League, are there players in the Premier League who you think like, listen, that player is not ready for the Premier League?
Yeah. That's for sure.
Because they're not good enough. They are not good enough for the Premier League.
There are indeed players on Premier League rosters that are not good enough for the Premier League.
Some of those players probably play games at the clubs that they're at.
My thing is, there are levels to it, you know. Not because you're not starring up the Premier, or not because you're not playing well in the Premier, right? That like there are levels to the Prem. So it's not everybody in the Prem is going to be starring up the Prem, right? There are levels to the Prem. So even the lower level players at the Prem, right, still make up or is still a measuring point, so to speak, for the level of the Prem, is the lower spectrum of the Prem.
Formula, you ever bet on a match yet?
No, I've never betted on a match.
Okay.
So whether I understand that question.
You can't win. You couldn't win a bet. You couldn't win a bet. That's what I'm answering.
Why I couldn't win? I think I would do
listen
very
to this,
well in sports betting.
Listen to this. This person says that, right? There are players in the Premier League who are not, I think he was saying, yes, there are players in the Premier League who are not Premier League level, and the clubs will even loan them out. All right, so let me give you a good example. Arsenal have a player called William Saliba, he has not played for Arsenal, but he's doing well on loan now. Mm-hmm. Last season, Arteta said he's not ready for the EPL.
Mm-hmm. He's not ready to give the sort of performance that Arteta would want him to give for Arsenal in the EPL. That's a different matter. That is not, he's not ready for the EPL. He's not ready for Arteta's standard for Arsenal in the EPL.
But he's a Premier League level player.
He is doing well in a top 5 league in Europe, which is France.
So that means that he's a Premier League level player.
He is on a similar, the French league obviously is an inferior level to the Premier.
You keep saying, you know what you keep saying. All right, hold on. You know what I want to give me the top 5 league
of a Premier League quality.
Give me your top 5 leagues in the world.
That's obvious.
In descending order. No, it's not obvious. That's
Premier League, it is obvious. Come on, Mannings. Everybody know the top 5 leagues in Europe.
No, people, let me show a formula that is not obvious. You put in your top 5. Let me show a formula. Say everybody probably have a different top 5. Go ahead, formula.
And don't tell me say the Portuguese league is in the top 5 because that's not good.
Anybody can put up their own top 5 league.
I'm seeing the top 5 leagues in the world are widely regarded by many across the world to be the top 5 leagues in the world.
Hey, I'm seeing, let the man go ahead now.
When people say the top 5 leagues in the world and in Europe is usually 9 out of 10, 99% of the chances is usually the Premier League they're referring to, the Bundesliga, the Serie A, the Spanish La Liga, and the French Ligue 1.
So the top league is the Premier League.
I'm not saying what order they're in. I'm just saying those are the top 5.
Man, I'm giving you because let's see. So everybody says the English, Spain, Germany, Italy, and France. All right. So let's get some consensus to help the people. Players who play in these top 5 leagues, right, are Premier League level. We would say
no. That's not what no. And if you arrive at that conclusion, Mannings, you're not hearing a thing I'm saying. I am saying that
I understand what my sister. Yeah.
No, auntie. Nobody come you try you style and pattern for go around my thing. See, we know them style. You well understand what me I say, right? And as a matter of fact, my argument a kill for an argument. See? Anyways.
Go for now. Everybody tell me which
anyways.
argument that we.
Yeah.
Hold on. I am of the opinion, right? I'm of the opinion that if you are starring up the Premier League, if you're starring up League One or La Liga or the Bundesliga or the Serie A, you are a Premier League quality player, right? I know you have some players who star up these leagues and go to England and don't do what they were doing in those other leagues. I know that, but that does not mean that they're not Premier League quality. They're just not of the quality in the Prem that people thought they were going to be. If you are starring up the Ligue 1, La Liga, Serie A, the Bundesliga, I have no problem with somebody labeling those players Premier League quality. However, if you are starring up the Belgian Pro League,
no man, different question, because what I want to find out,
quality player conclusively.
No man, I understand that. So, because these are the top 5 leagues, is Chris? I'm going to use Ashley Barnes. Is Ashley Barnes a La Liga quality player?
Would you label Ashley Barnes a star in the EPL? Is he starring up the EPL?
So no, I'm getting it. So it is the stars in the league.
If you are starring up League 1, La Liga, German Bundesliga, or Serie A, if you are starring those leagues, I have no problem with somebody labeling those players Premier League quality, like Leon Bailey, who starred up the German Bundesliga.
Okay, so in other words, if a player though is starring up the Belgian league, if a player is starring up the Portuguese league, a player is starring up the Swedish league, you are saying that player may not be a Premier League level player. It must be proven.
Thank you, man. No, so you understand. I'm not saying they couldn't do it, I'm not saying they couldn't go to the Premier and do well, Yeah. I'm just saying it would be disingenuous to label those players who are starring up a Sweden or a Belgium or a Slovenia in the case of Paris, Premier League quality players.
No,
you could say they have the potential.
Let's go past Paris, because the point I'm going to make to you, Formula, is that when people are looking for talent, though the league is also measured, the quality of the player is also measured. Because watch this, you will have players who are starring up leagues out of the top 5 who are better than players who are doing well in the top 5. Do you agree with that?
That is entirely a possibility.
All right.
Entirely.
And so there are players outside of the top 5 leagues who are stars who could make it in the EPL.
I agree. 100%. I agree.
Okay. Would you also agree that there are players who play regularly on the EPL teams that if they weren't English and they were in any team outside of the top 5, they would not be on any team in the English? I put it to you, if Ashley Wood at Burnley were playing the same way he did this season.
Wood, who names her?
Ashley Barnes, sorry. Chris, I'm going to use the 2 of them. The one who moved to Newcastle named Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes. If those 2 were in the Belgian league playing the way they are, they would not be
stars in the Belgian league.
No, follow me. They would not be playing in England. No team in England, including Burnley, by them.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But do you realize, though, that Ashley Barnes is a starter every week for Burnley?
Hold on. All right. I think I'm getting your point. But, all right. Hold on. You play.
No, it's not corner. It's good reason. The people that like it. People believe that Family has a good point, Formula has a very good point.
No, and I agree with Stan, I agree with Stan. That is fair, That is a fair point, Portugal seems to produce a number of players that automatically cut it in the Prem. That is a fair point. However, if Manchester City was to buy a player out of Portugal right now who started up the Portuguese league, I would say he has the potential to cut it in the Prem, but I'm not going to label him a Premier League quality player because he has not proven himself at the level of a Prem. Now, your point earlier, playing the way Ashley Barnes, playing the way how he would play at Burnley, right, in the Prem, right? You cannot compare him to a player who is playing a similar kind of way in the Belgian Pro League because it's two different levels. If you took Ashley Barnes out of the English Premier League right now and put him in the Belgian Pro League, he would be a star because he is used to playing at a level that is much higher than the Belgian Pro League. If you put him at a lower level,
well,
like the Belgian Pro League, he would probably more than likely light it up.
Chris Wood is not English, so yeah, thank you, people. Yeah, we
he's
just look at the play over
New
here.
Zealand, I think. He's from New Zealand.
Yeah, he's a Kiwi. All right. All right. So let me get to it. So I think we get it. So Formula, I think you have a point. You have a very valid point. You are saying that you want to see the player playing in the league if they are coming out of some of the top leagues. You want to see them play before you have that. You understand me? You have that. Yeah,
before I label them a Premier League quality player,
which is absolutely fine. All right. But on the other hand, I think what we need to look at when it comes on to the English game, like we must also understand that a lot of English players, let me put it this way. All right, let me say this. The Danish coach at Brentford, right? He has a lot of Danish players who are playing in the Danish league. All right, they have come into the Premier League. In fact, Wolves is a good example. Wolves, for the most part, took players straight out of the Portuguese league.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
Okay.
If you scout well in a Mannings, you can do that. If
but
you
that's very I've tried till a long time. No, that is what we have been saying.
And I agree, but I have been agreeing with you from minute one. I agree 100. But Mannings, I've been agreeing with that from minute one. That if you scout
good
properly,
scouting. So Formula. We can't believe we have this conversation for so long.
Think you
we say that all we're talking about good scouting.
No, Mannings, that's not what. No. I don't, Mannings. Let me try to clarify my point for the 1 million time, right? Mannings, I know that good scouts will be able to spot players at a lower level who can play at a higher level. And we have seen that time and time again in football. For Christ's sakes, Dele Alli jumped from the English third tier to the Premier League and was lighting it up instantly. It happens. I know that. However, I don't think it is fair to label a player a Premier League quality player, even though you can look at the player. All right, perfect example. Again, Gabriel Jesus, right? You could see Gabriel Jesus in the Brazilian league and say, yes, that is a player that I am of the opinion and I believe that that player can do well in the Prem. I agree totally. There's nothing wrong with that. Scouts do that type of a work all the time. What I am saying is, however, if somebody looked at me when Jesus was in Brazil and said that player is a Premier League quality player, that is where that person would lose me. Say to me, you think the player can do well in England, in the Premier League, but don't tell me the player is a Premier League quality player when the level he has proven himself at is well below the English Premier League.
But quality is quality. Formula.
Quality is not quality. Quality in the Premier League, quality there's quality on different levels, Mannings. JPL quality is
Exactly.
not the same quality as English Premier League
Exactly.
quality,
There's
Mannings.
quality
Come
and
on.
it follow me formula. So there's quality on different level. But when a scout goes out and sees a man in the Danish league and buys him, it's because the scout says, I know what is expected at the Premier League level. This guy, though he's playing in the Danish league or he's playing in the Swedish league, he has played in the Champions League or he plays in the Europa League, and I've seen him. Quality is quality. If he can do this at these levels, he can also do it in the Premier League because quality is quality. You have mediocre quality, you know, but the scouts have that. Right? I know that there are certain players that don't need to prove to me that they are Premier League level in the Premier League. I can tell that before they get there.
Mannings, you have had those players.
Get there.
Two things I wanted to do, Mannings. One, bring up Brando comment. The third to last on the
this one. Why is it so hard for you all to compare formulas?
Why? Mannings, there have been players, you know, that scouts kill them dead, kill the scout dead, you know. This player will ball at this higher level, you know. And the player ends up being a flop. Him couldn't manage the higher level. So you can't label players that are
but formula. Let me tell you why that argument is flawed. Formula. Some of those same players you're talking about coming from the top 5 league.
And that is true. So
your point is flawed. You can't use that point because some of those are coming. Listen,
Mannings,
to be honest, formula. To be honest, if we are being really, really honest, we would have to admit that Timo Werner, based on what he was doing in Germany, has been a flop in the Premier League.
I agree, but don't tell me the player is not a Premier League quality player. He is not of the quality that we expected him to be in the Prem, but he's still a Premier League quality player.
Can't label him as a Premier League quality player, brother.
Unseen.
Because his performance
is better than a lot of players in the Premier League, regardless of what
he was barred to come and bang in the goals, and he's not banging the goals.
He was barred to be a star in the Premier League, right? Sure. And he has not reached up to that level. I agree. But you cannot say that he's not a Premier League quality player.
Final 90% of the time he's quality.
All right, look at Suarez. Look at Suarez. Look at Suarez formula.
So all I'm saying in a formula.
Manning, but you can name me those that have done well, and I can name you those that have not done well. Manning, unseen. I am not saying that players won't leave Eredivisie and Portugal and do well in the Premier. I said that is not my point.
You have certain players who can be Premier League quality, and you don't have certain players depending on the league them coming from. You're not Premier League
unseen. If you get that in this whole time we have the debate, then unseen. We have to go pray for your unseen.
You have a special.
Lead us in prayer, Manning.
You have a special player who is Premier League players or a special league.
Mannings,
and some
lead us in prayer. Let us say a prayer for our good friend unseen. Let us all.
I will say this formula.
That is not what I'm saying.
Based on your logic, still in a formula, because you have a point, you know. But based on your logic, all right, crack it like this. Because if what formula I said is what I've said, we have been saying the same thing. But you know what is funny? Here's what you'd have a problem, formula. If you're running a team, you'd never buy Jamie Vardy.
I would.
Or Conte.
Based on what?
No, I see.
You're in the Premier League. Based on what you'd buy Jamie Vardy.
I would see a player that is playing, for instance, David Davis. Perfect.
No man, give me Jamie Vardy. We got
hold on. Hold on. First of all, no, Leicester did not buy Jamie Vardy from a non-league team when they were in they bought him from a 4th-tier team, if I'm not mistaken, when they were in the championship, right? Let me give you a perfect example, right? David Davis is playing for Shrewsbury Town in the English League One. Now, if I was the owner of a Premier League club, I personally would buy David Davis and give him a chance. because I think that that is a player that could play well in the English Premier League.
You think he's a Premier League level player?
No, I think he could be a Premier League level player. I am not
So
going
far,
to
if
sit
he
here
can play in the
and
Premier League,
say,
okay,
Manning,
go ahead.
I think he could, but I am not going to say that he is a Premier League quality player because he has not proven himself at a level anywhere near that. But I believe he could make the jump from League One and be a Premier League quality player. But I'm not going to say that he is a Premier League quality player. He's not proven nowhere near that level for me to conclusively say that. I think he could make the jump, and I would buy him. But I'm not going to say that he is got in an interview and say, yeah, man, we just buy a baller and him is a Premier League quality player. No, but buy him because I think him can make the jump. But me don't know because he's not proven at that level or anywhere near that level.
Yeah.
So formula, if you buy, all right. So
he's simply saying he's not comfortable in labeling top performers in leagues that are below the competitiveness of the EPL as Premier League quality.
Stan.
That's what you said. So this is Brando. Brando is trying to explain the point to us.
He is simply saying he's not comfortable in labeling top performers in leagues that are below the competitiveness of the EPL as Prem quality. That's basically what I'm saying.
No, that's not what you're saying. That's really not what you're saying. Can I tell you why? Because you're saying that there are players in Portugal, for example, that you're saying that they are Premier League quality players. So that's not really what you're saying.
No.
So you have, unless you're going to say, but you have exception to the rule.
I said Portugal, to be fair to Portugal, Portugal has a history of producing players who eventually do well in the Prem.
All right, so that's six.
Perfect.
So
if I saw Ruben Diaz in Portugal, right, being one of the best centre-backs in Portugal, I would say to myself, because of the history of the Portuguese league and the quality that I see from Ruben Diaz in the Portuguese league, I would buy that player because I think he could make the jump. But I would never label him a Premier League quality player until he comes to the Premier.
You not have labeled Ruben Diaz a Premier League quality player?
Based on what he was doing solely in the Portuguese league?
What?
No.
What?
No.
You watch him on play for Portugal and you watch it. What?
Mannings, as good as the Portuguese league is, it is not on
Portugal
the level
team
of
that he played in?
Mannings,
what?
based on the level that the Portuguese league is at.
So Kirk Rowe does put up something nice.
Yeah, Kirk Rowe can say what he wants to say, right? Kirk Rowe can say what he wants to say. The Portuguese league, Portuguese league and the Premier League are on two different levels.
You know what? You know what I realized?
Mm-hmm.
You probably weren't. You used the wrong example.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't watching Ruben Diaz.
I did see not many, to be fair, but what I'm saying is I did see performances.
You weren't watching him. If you watched him, you'd not have used him as an example.
Hold on. I did see performances with Ruben Diaz, right? By the way, didn't Ruben Diaz play Champions League games as well?
But that's what I'm saying to you, and you're saying that he was not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
is play for Portugal when they won the thing there.
Hold on, but what I'm saying is based on what he did in the Portuguese league, solely in the Portuguese league. That is so. If all right, Leon Bailey, for instance, right? Leon Bailey was at Genk, made the jump to the Bundesliga, right? I would not have labeled Leon Bailey a Bundesliga quality player based on what I saw of him solely in Belgium. However, performances against Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League would have made me say to myself, boy, this is a player that is at this level, because he performed against teams at a top 5 league in Europe level, but he didn't do it in Belgium, he did it in Europe.
There's a player called Darwin Núñez. All right, let me just take this formula. Stan Kroenke is asking
Pep thought he could do it in the Prem, but Pep never thought, I don't think Pep would conclusively say he's Premier League quality. He would say that he thinks he could make the jump.
All right. Formula is Kroenke is asking if Liston is a world-class talent.
Brianna Liston?
Yes.
She's a world-class talent. Yes. true, she's world class talent, but she's not a world class. She's world class from the perspective, relatively speaking, in
She
her
has
age group.
potential. Yeah. From a
Yes, she has
potential
world
perspective.
class potential,
All right.
but I wouldn't label her a world class sprinter.
Okay.
So Ruben Diaz had world class potential, but you couldn't label him a world class player solely based on what he did in Portugal alone.
All right. So let me ask you, because you know this Darwin Nunes, one of the big forward in Portugal right now, that a lot of teams want to buy, including Arsenal. A couple of teams in Europe want him.
Who that again?
Darwin Nunes.
Which
He
team he
plays
play for?
supporter, man. Big forward, man. I think even the champion, right? Darwin, you know Darwin Nunes?
Yes, the name is
You watch
ringing
his
a bell.
Portuguese league? Maybe you must
Not
watch
no,
that.
not no.
Okay, so
Not no.
Darwin
I haven't
Nunes
watched
is one
much
of the
Porto
top
since
strikers in
Not
Europe,
no.
but he's playing in the Portuguese league.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I believe that he's from Uruguay. So if you watch the World Cup qualifying with Uruguay, he also plays for Uruguay. He's 22 years old. All right. He plays for Benfica. All right. I believe when I watch this guy for Uruguay in World Cup qualifying and what the Brazilian league, the Copa America, when I watch him in the Portuguese league, in the Champions League, I've watched him in thing there before, Europa League. He is Premier League quality. He's built, he's played. I can look and see that.
Based on what he does solely in the Portuguese league?
I could base it on what he does in the Portuguese league. But I couldn't shut my eye on the other things as well. So
yeah,
I think he's Premier League quality.
But that's where the waters is muddied now, you know. Because you have seen this player in Copa America and you have seen him in the Champions League, right? Against competition that is in some cases higher than the level of the Portuguese league. Then that would be a fair statement. That would be a fair statement. I have no issues with that. So wait, Cranky, why more? Why? But where's Cranky's comment again? Cranky say, where's Cranky coming? Formula typical Jamaican doesn't know when to acquiesce. Why you don't say that of Mannings? That Mannings is the typical Jamaican. Him don't know when to acquiesce. Just because you agree with Mannings.
So somebody asking, this is a very good question. So Mannings, if him go there and flop, is he still prem quality? Yes, I think J-Ross said it earlier. Even if a player goes to the league and doesn't perform well, like Timo Werner, which Formula says he's still Premier League quality. So whether he flops or not does not say, because he may be in a team that the system that they play, which is what Formula is saying. So that is what I'm saying. The player flopping in the league when he gets there doesn't mean that he doesn't have the quality to be in there. Because they probably move him from that club and drop him in some other club. He looks completely different. There are players who get to a league, and the team is not built around them. Like, I'm going to give you a good example. Bruno at Manchester United. I don't know how, but to me, when he and Ronaldo plays for Portugal, he doesn't look as good. He does well, but not. He looked so better when Ronaldo was not there. They needed both of them, but somehow it affected his overall, I think, play. But he's still a Premier League quality player. So the player flopping, it doesn't mean that they are not. I think somebody just put up this. Who? Salah.
I agree, Cranky. I agree.
Huh?
Now I'm agreeing with Cranky's point that Timo has not flopped. He just hasn't played up the expectation.
No,
I said something similar earlier.
This one you agree with?
No, man, that me agree with. You're full of, you think you're easy, Manning. You think you're smart, Manning.
But Jason good, I say. And that applies to Louisiana, Ruben Diaz, Darwin Nunes family. All play Champions League, international competition, I think
Yeah,
he
but
said.
that's different now, Guna. That's different. They prove themselves against teams that are of a Premier League level in competitions like the Champions League. What I'm saying is, but you couldn't just off the standard of the Portuguese league say that these players are prem quality just off the Portuguese league alone. Tell me
I have
about
a
what
good
them doing
one.
a Champions League too.
I have a good one. Is Nicola Pepe a Premier League player?
Yes, he is. He is.
Okay.
He is. He is. He hasn't played to the level when he was in France. He has not played up to that level.
Yeah.
That's true. But he is a Premier League quality player because when he was in France, he was one of the best players in France.
Yeah. Yeah. Mannings, didn't Formula said they have to prove themselves? Did they say they have to prove themselves, Formula? I'm asking.
Who have to prove themselves?
Like if Bruno Darwin Nunes goes to the Premier League and doesn't prove himself, he flops. Is he still a Premier League level player?
It depends. Bruno, hold on.
You really did not study line.
No. Because Bruno, from my recollection, Bruno played for Sporting Portugal and would have played in the Champions League and impressed in the Champions League against teams that were of a Premier League quality.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. There is a distinct. The argument is nuanced, guys. It's not just black and white, guys. Right? So let us bear that in mind as well, too. Right? Like Sporting Portugal was playing Champions League in Champions League group stage with players like when my baller name the CDM there where they are real Betis now. Oh God, what name again? Oh God, what do you name again, man? The Portugal CDM where they are real Betis now. I don't remember their name, but you guys know Carvalho, right? Players like those were
but
on
he
the
was it Carvalho never played in the Premier League?
William Carvalho? No, man, he was playing for Sporting Portugal
and then he moved
Portugal,
right.
and then
he was
he
a
moved to
central
Betis.
midfielder first. Yeah,
Carvalho. Yeah, man. So, Sporting Portugal would have been playing games in the Champions League against even like I remember watching Sporting Portugal against Real Madrid, if memory serves me right, in the group stages of the Champions League, and they did very well. So when I see players now performing for Sporting Portugal against a team like Real Madrid and doing well home and away and doing well in the Champions League group stages, cutting the mustard against teams like that, I have to say they're Premier League quality because Real Madrid is one of the top teams in world football who would dominate. Well, they would do very well and probably dominate if they were in the Premier and certainly win Premier League titles. So the argument is nuanced.
Well, so Cranky is saying that you need to qualify your general comment because players from lower leagues who have opportunity to compete against PL players. So show that they can
compete. So now, if a club buys a third tier, if a Premier League club buys an English third tier player, right? And they would have seen them in a couple of performances in the, let's say, the FA Cup, right? Against Premier League opposition, right? And these Premier League oppositions would have fielded strong squads, right? So you wouldn't label a player like that Premier League quality based solely on what they did in the English third tier. They would have actually played Premier League quality opposition and represented themselves well.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're going to have this discussion because CC Internet Network look like he want to challenge you because he says Edison came from the Portugal League.
But CC, I agree. Players who come from Portugal usually do well in the Prem. But I am not going to say that a player coming from the Portuguese league is a Prem quality player solely on the basis of what they do in Portugal, because the Portuguese league is a step below the Premier League.
Okay, so
many-
you're adding some more things. You're saying that if
But
they
I've
play,
been saying that from minute one.
meaning no man,
Jesus
meaning no, you
Christ.
never
On a
said this.
year
I
when
never.
one year.
If you said it, so, for example, if they were to play in the Champions League and play in the say in the Copa America or the European Championship, if they play in those things, then those other things just say would make a difference because they were playing against top players.
Yes,
Are you
that would
still? Yeah.
what I'm saying
But
is,
you can't.
Mannings,
You're saying that you can't
solely on the basis of the
use
Portuguese league. If
any
I
other
see
league.
a
What about the Dutch league? Because really, what you're saying is that any league at all, you would not want to solely base this on the league performance alone. But if other things get added, like World Cup competitions, or you understand me, or Champions League or Europa League.
Again, for the 1 million stock. By the way, Ishmael, I agree. Players are bought on potential. You just joined the conversation, Ishmael. There's nothing wrong with a club looking at a player and saying that that player has the ability and the potential to cut it at this level. But you cannot label that player a Premier League quality player.
I think you have to go top 6 because I think you have to say the top 6 league. Just say that because guess what? The truth is, now I hear names because David Luiz came straight from out of Portugal.
How many teams in Portugal, apart from FC Porto, apart from Sporting Portugal, apart from Sporting Lisbon?
There's Sporting Portugal?
Yeah, man, you have Sporting Portugal and Sporting Lisbon. Something that came from Sporting Portugal. Ronaldo came from Sporting Portugal.
Okay.
So the one with the white and green stripes.
The Waterhouse game ended 1-1. Benfica.
So you have Sporting Lisbon, Benfica.
Porto
and Sporting Portugal. Those 3 are the top 3 clubs in Portugal.
No, man, that is not 3. Count them again, man.
FC Porto, Sporting Lisbon, and Sporting Portugal. Braga every now and again.
Want to Benfica.
Sporting Lisbon, Benfica. Let me repeat them again. Sporting Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, and FC Porto. Generally speaking,
hold on. Are you saying that Sporting Lisbon is the same Benfica?
Sporting Lisbon, Benfica is the same club. Yes. Sporting SL Benfica. When I send me go Google like me have no sense. Right? Sporting Club de Portugal. That is the club that Cristiano Ronaldo came from, right? That is the club with the white and green stripes. The club that William Carvalho and Bruno Fernandes came from. That is a different club from Sporting Lisbon, Benfica.
All right. So you have, all right. Let me give you. You have Porto, you have Sporting, you have Benfica. All right. That's.
Hold on, Mannings. No, Mr. Dre, Formula Real boss, do your damn research and stop chatting foolishness in the chat. Right? Sporting Club de Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, and FC Porto are 3 different clubs. Sporting Lisbon, guys, Jesus have mercy, man. Do no damn research. Sporting Club de Portugal is a different club from Sporting Lisbon, Benfica. SL Benfica. Thank you, CC. Chat some damn sense in the comment section, CC. Right? Sporting CP and Lisbon are 2 different clubs, boss. Big and see. You know me not like when people them say the worst things about you. Them say the worst things about you, and them do it in such an aggressive manner, but yet still them point is wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
Use fiction.
Ignore the comments.
Arrogance at the same time. I hate that.
Yeah. So there's Porto, Sporting, and Benfica, and Braga sometimes, right?
Exactly. Those are the top 4 clubs in Portugal. Let me repeat for those who kind of a little bit slow. See, FC Porto is the biggest club in Portugal, right?
Yeah.
The second biggest club in Portugal is
It's Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon Benfica, right? Those two clubs have won the Champions League as well.
Hold
The
on. All right.
third biggest club in Portugal is Sporting Club de Portugal, which is a different club from Sporting Lisbon Benfica. In other words, Sporting CP. Then the fourth biggest club in Portugal is SC Braga, that occasionally cracks the top three, but most of the times they come fourth
yeah.
in the Portuguese league, right?
Okay.
Those four clubs, right? Those four clubs could be competitive, in my humble opinion, in the Premier League.
Okay.
Right? The rest of the Portuguese league, in my humble opinion, I don't think those clubs will survive relegation. That's my humble opinion. If people disagree with me, then that's fine. Right? By the way, I'm sorry if you rail up and I get disrespectful, but in the comment section, I violate me certain ways and I violate me with ignorance. Big and serious.
Okay.
That's my humble opinion. If people disagree,
so you're saying the top four teams, the top four teams could survive in the Premier League?
Could be competitive in the Premier League, yes,
but
based on how they are constructed now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But our next man will say, listen, if several of the teams in the English league probably would struggle in
Portugal?
You don't think so?
There are teams in the Premier League that I would say 75% of the Premier League. So if you were to take Aston Villa right now, right? Who, if I'm not mistaken, is 15th in the Premier right now, if memory serves me right. If you were to take Aston Villa and put them in the Portuguese league, I do believe that Aston Villa would be competing to win the Portuguese Super League. That's my humble opinion. If people disagree, then
all right. So here's what CC is saying. Sporting CP is called Sporting Lisbon.
No, that's rubbish, CC. No.
He says Benfica is located in Lisbon, hence your name. But Sporting CP is a team that is called Lisbon.
No. SL Benfica is Sporting Lisbon Benfica. Let me repeat that. SL Benfica.
Somebody has to do all you have to do is Google the correct name. It's not hard. Just Google the names.
I send me go Google like me no know what me a chat say.
Fresh God say normally when Fresh God check it out, that mean him Google it, Hold on, let me see if this happens. Hello? Hold on there, folks. Hello? What is going on with my phone thing, All right.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, what me I try to tell Formula is Formula try to get technical for the Monday. What me I say is the green and white team, which is Sporting Club de Portugal, is the club that is known overseas as Sporting Lisbon. The club of Ronaldo wearing green and
credit. Man, run out of credit.
Yeah, man. They hang up on CC, man.
No, he look like him credit.
yes, man.
Yeah, you're hearing Formula?
Mornings.
Yeah, man, you're hearing me, CC?
Yeah, man, we're hearing him.
Mornings.
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Go ahead, man. CC, go ahead. All right, let me do it this way. Go ahead, man.
I am saying to you that what Formula is not failing to understand is both of the teams, just like I have Man City, I have Manchester United, both teams are located in Lisbon. However, one is affectionately called Sporting Lisbon overseas, but it is Sporting Club de Portugal, and they call it Sporting Lisbon. So you see, when time they were playing a Champions League, it's Sporting Lisbon, but they are actually Sporting Club de Portugal. So I'm saying to him that yes, Benfica might have SL in front of it. Maybe that is what they do in Portugal. But both of the teams are found in Lisbon, but the team in the green and white is called Sporting Lisbon.
I have never.
The name. Just
I
like we
have
have Manchester
never,
United and Manchester City.
I have never heard.
You probably just
Hold
don't
on,
admit. Say, that is what they are listed as. And if you go,
hold
if
on,
you
hold
go
on,
in
hold
the
on, hold on, hold on,
handbook, them show
hold
it.
on.
When the man they come play Champions League, when they were saying that Ronaldo was bought from a club, which club did you hear, man?
Huh?
Sporting Lisbon. Because
Hold on.
overseas it is called Sporting Lisbon.
I have
Because
never
it's a
heard.
Sporting Club de Portugal.
CC.
But that's all enough things that I said.
CC.
All right,
SL
CC. Listen
Benfica.
to.
SL Benfica is Sporting Lisbon Benfica.
Hold on,
That is
CC.
the
Hold on,
name of the
CC.
club, right? I have never heard anybody refer to Sporting Club de Portugal as Sporting Lisbon. No, Jason, me now wobble, right? I have never heard anybody refer to Sporting Club de Portugal as Sporting Lisbon. Never. The official name for Benfica is Sporting Lisbon Benfica. The official name for Sporting CP is Sporting Club de Portugal.
All right, CC. All right, so what formula is saying is that Sporting Lisbon and Benfica is the same club.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. That formula is saying that you never hear nobody refer to the club as that. And I'm saying that what formula is using is one name when I think if you look in football terms, formula you're a football man, you say you're a football person. You can know that if you're going to any football, if you're going to any bar in any pub, and the man watch this club, the man tell you Sporting Lisbon. If I say Sporting Club, the Portugal is the same club as Sporting Lisbon. That is the same club.
And what I am saying to you, look,
yeah.
Hold on.
All right, CC. All right, CC. I think Jason going to that track. Let's see if we can shout him back.
Jason said me wrong. Again, me personally, I have never heard.
Hold on, family. Well, go ahead.
That's the man name. Sport Lisboa and Benfica, and they have some other name. And it is known as Benfica. But the club is located in Lisbon.
Anytime I have heard somebody say Sporting Lisbon, they are referring to Benfica.
Lisbon stands for Sport Lisboa. Unless you want
that is the Lisboa is Lisbon. But Lisboa in Portuguese is Lisbon in English.
Listen.
CC.
All right.
Lisboa
let me play a
in Portuguese. Lisboa in Portuguese is Lisbon in English, Virgin.
All right.
Lisboa in Portuguese is Lisbon in English. Now, what I am saying is that anytime I hear the name Sporting Lisbon Benfica, anytime I hear somebody say Sporting Lisbon, the club that I know them to be is Benfica.
Brother, I say a peer madness formula, I tell you. Sporting Lisbon and Sporting CP are the same club. Brother, I say the man I tell you peer madness, manins.
You hear that formula? I don't know. All right, I will do my research, but formula.
Who is this? Am I hear me?
I think that. Hold on. No, he didn't call. CC just right for. It was a CC just right for words. Formula just be. Everybody saying it wrong doing a formula.
As me say, I have never heard anybody refer to Sporting. Anytime I hear somebody say Sporting Lisbon, a Benfica the matter. That is what I know. Benfica to be referred to as Sporting Lisbon.
All right. If you okay. All right. So, family, when you Google it, that's what you're seeing.
What?
When you Google the clubs, what do you see?
I see Sporting Club de Portugal.
All right. So that's one team. Sporting Club de Portugal. That's one team.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next team?
I see Sport Lisboa Benfica.
So that's two teams. What's the third team?
There is no third team.
But no, you say they are the top three teams in Portugal. Who is it?
FC Porto.
Oh. Okay.
As me say, anytime when I'm watching Champions League, when me I watch Champions League and me hear the commentator them say Sporting Lisbon or Benfica, me see a play. Benfica, me see a play. So
okay.
I don't understand why people are saying me wrong.
Yeah, Jason is asking what the FC stand for.
What FC? A joke, Jason. Jason a run joke. Jason,
Yeah.
you know, see, Jason try to troll me.
But listen, this thing just gone because we all gone away from the point that we were originally making about players.
But Jason, you
wrap it
can't
up,
tell me say that has never me I watch Champions League game and see them talk about Sporting Lisbon and I refer to as Benfica. You can't tell me say that has never happened.
But what the people are saying is Porto, Benfica, and Lisbon. Those are the three top teams. And Braga, which is 4. Right. So that's what the people are saying. And the people are saying that it is Porto, Benfica, Lisbon, and Braga. Those are the 4 teams.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody just Jason just said he sent a message. So let me see if I can find it. Jason, me not see one for read, man. It's a voice note me seeing Jason.
But guys, I see something there talk about it. Me see a comment here, right? There is nowhere
Jason,
in Sporting Club de Portugal's name. There is nowhere that
which number you send it to?
Lisbon
Hold on,
in the club.
Jason, send it to the 373-6449 number, man. Why don't call? Or send it to that number because I'm not seeing it. It's a voice note. You want me to play the voice note?
All right, here's the thing.
Do that, yeah.
If I am wrong, I will. My boss who said that. MPEG said everyone can't be wrong. Formula, you need to know when to concede. If I am wrong, then fine. I don't claim to be the repository of all knowledge, right? But I know everything. If I am wrong, I am wrong. But from what I know,
this person is saying, Formula, you should check Marlon. I don't know who Marlon is because he's saying that Marlon was in Portugal.
From what I know, Sporting Lisbon, whenever me hear the name that me see people are referred to Benfica as that, right? And I know the official name for Sporting CP is Sporting Club de Portugal.
So somebody
if just wrong,
this is a voice note, right?
Now tell you what me know.
All right, so this is a voice note. This is from Sporting Lisbon and Sporting CP is the same as Sporting Lisbon. In Portugal, Sporting CP, which means Sporting Club de Portugal, is the name domestically known by fans and followers, while Sporting Lisbon is the name known abroad by fans. I think that is what CC was telling you.
Well, if me wrong, me wrong. But
no, let me just read it. So let me read it again.
Benfica's name is Sporting Lisbon Benfica. That is their official name. That is what I know them to be.
Let me put this up. Let me share this because I can share it with you. Formula. Let me just share it right here.
Mannings, let me ask a question. Is Benfica not named Sporting Lisbon Benfica? Isn't that the official name of the club?
Well, let me show you what is on the screen.
That is the official name of the club. So what is how am I wrong? How am I wrong? That is the official name of the club.
You seen this? You seen that? Reader?
Sporting CP is the same as Sporting Lisbon. Okay. In Portugal, Sporting CP, which means Sporting Club de Portugal, is the name domestically known by fans and followers, while Sporting Lisbon is the name known abroad by fans. Okay, and if I never know that, right? Again, I don't claim to be the repository of all knowledge. I never know that, right? I know the names, the official names of these clubs, right? One name Sporting Club de Portugal officially, and one name Sporting Lisbon Benfica officially. Nobody can say me wrong on that. These are the official names of the two football clubs.
Okay, but
so I am not wrong.
You got the correct thing now, though.
And this is new information to me, and I'm happy to learn this. But me never say nothing wrong. Those are the official names of the two clubs.
Okay.
Those are the official names. So me never say nothing wrong. So me not understand why people. No, CC, I am not wrong. Sporting Lisbon Benfica is the official name of that club, right? Sporting Club de Portugal is the official name of that club. So I am not wrong. You are saying, what this is saying is that the club is known, right? So in other words, it's a nickname sort of. It's not the official name. So I am not wrong. It is not Sporting Lisbon, is not Sporting Club de Portugal's official name.
All right.
Sporting Lisbon Benfica is the official name of Benfica, so me not wrong.
All right. Well, Fabula, I don't know how we're gonna settle this. Brethren, we don't know if there's
word gymnastics. Jason, am I wrong or am I? Sporting Lisbon Benfica is the official name of that club. A foolish me a chat? Yes or no? There is no Lisbon in Sporting Club de Portugal in it. It's just a nickname.
Yes, caller. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Fresh God. Lisboa is Lisboa in Portuguese.
Hello?
Lisboa in English is
welcome.
Lisbon.
Good.
Come on.
You want to talk to Fabula?
Hello?
Yeah, man. We're here and you want to talk to Fabula. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, caller.
I call Kevin Williams. I call the club Sporting Lisbon Benfica. That is what I call the club. And I am not wrong. Me no lose no stripes. So I don't know where I talk about. I still have the whole of my stripe there. But I don't know where I talk about. Oh God. John Doe. Jesus of John Doe. Lord of mercy. John Doe. In Germany, München is Munich. So they call it München. But in English, it is Munich. It's not too deep, like it's the same damn thing we are talking about. Lisboa in English is pronounced Lisbon. So English commentators call it Lisbon Benfica, Sporting Lisbon Benfica. Oh God.
I can tell you how you're wrong. When CC a while ago, the man I tell you say Sporting Club de Portugal is also called Sporting Lisbon. And I tell the man say him wrong. So that is how you're wrong.
And I will concede I did not know that it was a nickname. I will concede that. That is news to me. Me never know that.
Yeah, man. You're not hearing Fabula?
Me never know that.
Let me call back the caller. All right, so people, the truth is that Family is saying that he did not know. So he has conceded. But
Mannings, Sporting Lisbon is not the official name of the club. It is a nickname. So I was not wrong. The official name of Benfica is Sporting Lisbon Benfica.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Family, we're hearing you in the caller. Are you hearing us? Caller. Hello. We are here, you know. Yeah, man, go ahead. Let me put you on speaker. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear perfect now. Yeah, so ask how you wrong formula. All me I say is the man call in and say Sporting Club de Portugal, also known as Sporting Lisbon, and you tell the man say him wrong. And you keep on and say you watch all these matches, I never hear nobody say it. Me I wonder how you never hear nobody say it. Literally, Ronaldo do interview on a Sporting Lisbon, the man say. So how you never hear that yet?
I have never heard it yet. Me can't tell you that. I've probably may hear it and me never pick it up. Me no know.
Yeah, man, he's hearing you. He's hearing you.
Yeah, me I respond, man.
Yeah, he's responding. He says he has never heard it yet, caller.
Probably I have heard it and it never connected in my brain. Probably.
I understand the man. Everybody in the comments are saying wrong, and the man still
Believe in yourself. I rate you for that.
Hold on.
Trust me.
All right, Carla. But him say him never know it still. Him admit him never know it, so him taking the correction. But him say
No,
him no
but-
wrong still, him just never know it.
Mannings.
Because him tell CC say it's not right to call the club Sporting Lisbon and that them know.
No, I said no, Carla. I said that was not the name of the club.
Know. Him just tell people say
Mannings.
wanna comment
You
and
can't hear me.
them wrong and all kind of something and the man do the same thing right after, you know.
Wait for we can finish. Yeah. All right, go ahead. All right. Him gonna respond to you now, Carla, right? So let him respond.
I
and then
was
you can
not
listen.
wrong.
Yeah, man.
I was not wrong because the name of the club is not Sporting Lisbon. It is a nickname. From what you have been showing me and from what people are saying, it is a nickname. It is not the name of the club. Sporting Lisbon Benfica is the name of the club, the official name of the club.
Yeah. Carla.
So how am I wrong? When
Hello.
CC come on and tell us that is the name of the club,
Hello.
what he should have said is that it was a nickname.
Yeah, man, you hearing me? I'm hearing you, you know. Them not hear me, I hear them. Them not talk. Them man Carla not talk.
Mannings.
Yeah, man, we
What
hear.
going with your line, brother?
We are you?
not hear you.
You're not hearing me? No, what is going on with this? Hold on. See if we can turn it.
Mannings, your phone system need for sort out, man.
Eh?
Your phone system need
maybe
for
a good thing. Maybe a good thing in a sort out.
You know, me not
Because if you want to beat you.
Mannings, now them can beat me all them one. Mannings, I am saying here, you know, wholeheartedly, you know, right? I never knew that Sporting Club de Portugal went by the nickname Sporting Lisbon, right? Me admit that. Me never know that. That is news to me, right? But when CC called in and said that is the name of the club, that is not the official name of the club. Sporting Lisbon is not the official name of Sporting Club de Portugal. And that is fact.
Yeah, man.
So me no
Something
know
going with your phone, you know, man.
You're hearing me? I am hearing you. Are you hearing me? You hearing me? Carla.
Yeah, man, something going with the connection, brother.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, hold on. Talk to Formula because I'm supposed to can hear you. Talk to Formula.
Man, yeah, yeah. All right, hear the thing, man. Formula, me send Mannings the thing from Google. Here where the mix up one. Now me see where you are. Say me look up your thing. I me see where you are come from. CC right, you know, me up on the same track with CC. But here where you and the man them are mix up now. You see the Sport Lisboa Benfica where you are at. That's the official name for Benfica. You are right that that's the official name for Benfica. But you see the club where me, CC and man them attack is two different clubs. Sporting Lisbon and Sporting CP is the same club. When you did that though originally, when you know say Benfica known as Sport Lisboa and Benfica, you did have it kind of mix up where you are mix up Sporting Lisbon with Benfica. It's two different clubs, you know. But the official name for Benfica is Sport Lisboa Benfica, like you said. But this is Sporting Lisbon and Sporting CP is the same club like CC said.
And I may never know that, Carla.
It's called Benfica, and it's two different clubs, brother. It's two different clubs.
And Carla, that
right,
I know
Carla,
now, you know. I know that now, you know.
Now work. Hold on, CC. So I don't know why you're not hearing. So when Formula going to answer you, you're not going to hear. So you want to hang up and just listen back in the chat, or you want to say something else?
No man, I just want to know say him wrong about that one there, but the official name for Benfica him right, but when Sporting Lisbon and Benfica are two different clubs.
All right then. So him going to respond to you now. Go ahead, Formula.
All right. I am man enough, you know, to accept when I am wrong, you know. Right? I admit wholeheartedly no issues whatsoever. Again, me not claim to be the repository of all knowledge, right? I did not know that people referred to Sporting Club de Portugal as Sporting Lisbon. That me never know, and that is news to me, right? What I was going off of was the official names of the club. So Sporting Club de Portugal, that is their official name. Sporting Lisbon Benfica. That is their official name.
Yeah, man,
I
you
was
hearing
not
us?
wrong. But I will admit I did not know that Sporting
Yeah.
Club de
Oh, go on
Portugal's
this one.
nickname
Hold
was
on. Go
Sporting
ahead,
Lisbon.
caller. You hearing? Because we have to do it this way.
I'm all in a car. I'm a soldier to feeling for me and tell me the history for the two club them.
Go ahead, Marlon. Oh, Marlon was in Portugal, right?
Yeah, man. So what do I tell Famila? Say Famila just misinterpret it, you know? So
all right.
The same sporting is one where Ronaldo come from Bruno, right? I see him sporting the club, the Portugal him attack. I just him misinterpret it. Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, right? Where the red?
Yes.
Right? The two clubs are Lisbon club. They're like 45 minutes apart. So I just formula misinterpret this. So you have Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, right? As you don't have them as Sporting Lisbon because they see Lisbon in front of you. So he get it now, man. He get it.
You get it.
Oh God.
All right, Marlon. He might be same get it still. Because you're in Portugal, so you know about it.
Who that? Marlon?
Yeah.
Marlon still alive?
The Dragon and see them. So yeah, man. He get it now, man. I just see name still. There's a Sporting Lisbon. Mix him up.
Mix him up. All right then. Bless up, Marlon. Thanks for the clarity. All right. Yeah, fabulous. So yeah. So people leave the man alone because the man said, listen, he didn't know. Him got it figured out. Him got it sorted out. All right.
But Mannings, was I wrong?
You was still gone back.
No, may I ask, was I wrong? I was wrong from the perspective that me never know. So
but then, family, if you're wrong from the perspective, you ask me if you're wrong.
But when them say a foolish, me a chat say Sporting Lisbon Benfica.
No, you're not talking foolish, but you were wrong.
What? All right. Me no know. Me no see.
Then, family, you are wrong.
Mannings, but them say me wrong. Them
must
say me wrong about the Sporting Lisbon Benfica when that is the official name of the club. All right, me wrong, me 100% wrong.
See, you make the man about call back capital if you leave the thing, you know. Yes, caller.
Jesus, all right.
Yo, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, here I say, last time I call man in Spanish soccer. What I want to tell Famila, right? Just want to tell him, say, there is no, you can go, if you go Portugal tomorrow, Famila, and you go to Lisbon, and you go to Benfica Stadium, and you say, me come to support Sporting Lisbon today. They might have beat you up and send you home. Because they don't refer to the club as Sporting Lisbon.
But that is their official name.
That is how you're wrong.
But that is their official name.
Move on.
But that is the club's official name.
Yeah, what? All right, but still, you got it wrong, Formula. You understand me? Yeah, you got it. You got it. You understand me? Yeah.
Kareem Grant, you're gonna want the Kareem Grant says Sporting Club de Lisbon is not the same as Sporting Lisbon. Formula, you're wrong. There is no club by the name of Sporting Club de Lisbon. No club, no name, so.
Hey, people, listen, me now go follow up. If this it not going to stop, yeah, I'm not going to hold hard. So I'm going to thank you for coming on tonight. I mean, all the things, some quarrels, to disagreement, to laugh, to fun, to game, to all of those things. But listen, thanks to everyone. It's soon 10:30 now. But family, listen, talk to the people that must leave now and tell them about tell them about your channel as well as we get ready to close the show.
Yeah, man, big channel, man.
Big up Jason, that one about.
Formula 8, boy, me that's the same thing, boy. Me that's a man say Formula 8 can break cement. Rob Smith, me that's the same thing, both. Anyways, yeah, man, just
well, it's a Formula do the 5.
Do the 5. All right. So Yeah, so I came on actually to chop it up about the Waterhouse game, but I barely see the second half of the Waterhouse game because we're there in an argument. But yeah, man, just big up Mannings, man. Big up I am sure sports platform. Big up unseen sports. And yeah, man, just big up everybody, all of the tough head people in the comment section. Big up CMA, big up CC. Big up CC.
Hey, listen, hey, we tell you that Fabula is the coolest man. A whole man couldn't take the pressure tonight, but he took the pressure with a smile on his face. And him call calling a lot of names still. But he kept his cool. But yeah, man, but thanks for coming and listen, check him out at the Formula Sport. MPEG still asking you to concede in a Formula.
Concede about what? The official name of the club is Sporting Lisbon, Portugal. The official name of the other club is Sporting Club de Portugal.
You could have conceded and you could have just said, I concede.
I concede. I did not know that Sporting Club de Portugal's nickname was Sporting Lisbon. I concede. I didn't know.
So you were wrong on that.
Yeah, man. I said that from minute one. I never knew the club's nickname was Sporting Lisbon. I did know that. But the official name of the club is Sporting Club de Portugal.
Hey, look for Jesse. Hey, Jesse, the easy, Yeah, but big up to everyone for joining the chat. Really, really appreciated your company. I mean, some of you come at me hard. Some of you say mute unseen. Then you listen. Everybody get rushed tonight, because what? Listen, when CC come on for the chat, the man say mute CC. A man say I'm glad when CC internet breakdown because I be a rubbish him talk. Them rush unseen. The man them rush me, some people come out of my feelings. And then them save the best for last. Them rush. They rush you Formula. You understand me? Then Peso in the comment section. Quarreling said the man them a true word. You understand me? So everybody get a peace side tonight. Can't complain. Everybody get a peace side.
True. But I saw it for go still, I saw it for go, man. Good interactive.
Yeah, man.
Discussion.
And we learned some things. I think we had some very fruitful discussion. The whole idea of the league and quality player with our person. I think that was a very good discussion to have had, So we really appreciate the discussion. Hope there was something of value that somebody can take away. Like we said, the U20 team continue to prepare. We name out the squad for the Catalonia game. Cavaliers drew Cavaliers out. Waterhouse advance as group winners. So they will play the team that beat Cavaliers by 3-2 in the semifinals. So really, really, really appreciate people like Rob Smith, always showing love and supporting. Jason Gona, Fresh God, Leon Minot. Yeah, man, I think that Minot, is a big Minot. King Jav, bless up. Jason, bless up yourself. You understand me? Rob Smith in the house again. Who again? All persons who call in. Kevin Williams. I'll do it this month. When I tell me I want to spam, I must spam. Be a rubbish. Big deal. Len, bless up. Dukeland said bless up. Stefan Wright, you jump on the thing late, but always here showing some love. Kareem Grant as well. Good to see you. As usual, my friend. MPEG. Me never know say so much problem you're giving the MPEG. Stan Cranky was also here earlier. Sports on the ball.
MPEG a big time comment section troublemaker, man. For a long time, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Dewey and H as well in the place. So bless up CC. Comedy Central, you don't know. Bless up yourself. That's how we call CC. That's so bless up yourself, man. Everybody else, King Jav. I don't know. See, I'm trying to get as many of the names as possible, but don't know this thing working. Yeah, man. But bless up one and all again. Really appreciate the company. Appreciate the time for all the super chats. We appreciate that, John Doe, bless up to Sham 6, bless up. You understand me? Yeah. All right. So people take care. Have a good night. Tomorrow, remember we have some big show. We have the the guy from the Wales Football Association coming on, and then we have the Cameroon, the head at Cameroon football coming on the platform over this week. We're going to talk about how they move their football from one level to another and see what things we can apply to the football here in Jamaica to do the same thing. Wales, like I said, Wales were 117 and they move up to 17, 100 spaces in 10 years. Got all the way up to, I think, 8. You understand me? And similar dynamics like Jamaica. Get a lot of players out of England. So, we want to see what we can take from that and apply to our football. So bless up, one and all. Respect, everybody. Miss a special edition. Away did them, man. All hail, man. Cool. All right. So everybody, take care. I'm Man's man. This is I Am Sure Sports, and we are out. Bless up, Formula. People, please go over by the Formula Sports and check out his channel. Subscribe if you have not. When is the next video, Formula?
Well, I put out 2 videos earlier today, and more than likely, I'm putting out some content tomorrow as well. So you guys can look out for that.
Yeah, man. So Formula Sports is the name of the channel. Make sure when you go over there, you subscribe. All right? Bless up.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New heard this. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, you cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha! Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.